Okay.
Please show me an hour with Valentino and Joe Pay. New York Guinea is on the loose. New York Guinea is on the juice. New York Guinea is all the truth. Please enjoy our show and maybe your masseuse is listening too, so give her a splooge. Greg and Joe and Greg, Joe and Greg, Greg and Joe. I can't come up with any lyrics, so just start the fucking show, bro. And let's hope our two Guineas aren't a no-show. So now let's go.
Here we go. Once again, Wednesday. Greg and Joe here. I apologize for the tardiness. Greg,
Well, we were talking.
Well, we were talking, but seriously, right before I sent you the email, I'm getting all my shit ready on the desk here. I have my water bottle, but I didn't put the cover on it. And all of a sudden, I'm moving around and bank, of course. My laptop, my phone, all of these things, everything get all fucking water. I'm like, motherfucker. So I had to run and get that seriously. I had to run in because I didn't want this shit to fucking zap. You know, it's plugged in and lose it. This has been me all day today. I've been dropping things at the gym. I've been a mess all day. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But I don't give a fuck because it's showtime.
I gotta say something, Joe. Just watching I gotta say two things real fast. Watching the whole, the
Intro,
the show, commercial, whatever you call it, the show beginning. Two
Yeah.
things. One, the pizza always gets me. I missed that pizza.
Stop it now.
Two, I got the Greg Brady shirt on, but I just realized I was going to wear this one today, and this is the one I wore on the Johnny Potenza show. That's how long I've had it.
Oh shit!
Like this, the Johnny Potenza. When we did the show, I was watching it. I'm watching, the beginning.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, holy fuck!
That's right. You're wearing the black stripes.
Instead, I stuck this one on. That's how long I've had those shirts.
Oh, I keep shirts until they fucking can basically wear themselves.
But I mean, what year did we do that Johnny Potenza show?
When I was with you at MD, it was like 2013.
That's what I was going to say. 2012, 2013.
13 or maybe even the beginning of 14.
All I know is that.
Hey, listen, if it's there, it's there. Miss Bell, why welcome. Paul,
Bell,
no,
what's going on?
Greg was not doing an enema. I was doing a fucking laptop enema, unfortunately.
Well, I did stick the swole in an enema and shoot it up my ass to see if it hit me better.
It's good. Now it's going to taste better. And next lucky customer to eat your asshole. New World. Hey, Keith Allen. What's up, my friend?
Hey, shit, Keith Allen. How you doing, brother?
Annie Barker. Poor Joe. Your day will get better. Annie, it just has with you saying that, sweetheart. Thank you so much. What up, all? No problemo.
What's going on, Annie?
Where is my boy? Okay, here he is. See, Adich, I'm going to wait till he comes back because he sent me a package in the mail, Greg, that I said I will wait and open on air live.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what it is. It could be a fucking big black dildo. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a dildo. I took the labels off, so that's why you see it came in. And I actually got some fucking water spilled on it. This is all fucking wet.
Oh shit!
But, I'm gonna fucking wait till he's probably here. He might be maybe he's taking a squirt or something. But he was here before we were able to get started. Johnny Pillman. Speaking of Johnny P's in the world, Greg needs some spam in a can. No.
Ham in a can, baby. I'm gonna give it to the girl later.
Johnny P is doing his show again. He took a little time off. And he's also started a podcast called the Breaking Balls Podcast with a buddy of his, a friend of his.
Potenza? Johnny Potenza?
Johnny, yeah. I still on Facebook, we touch base messaging and stuff. I'm going to hit him up. I want to see maybe we can go out there again. I would love to do a show again.
Yeah, man. Lucia talks to him, I think, sometimes. You know what I mean?
Okay, good. Yeah, no, he's a paisan. It's hilarious to see the package on YouTube. It feels weird that it was in my house a week ago. Maybe I'm just low IQ. No, it came from Denmark. And I got, Hoog, I love you. He put this little, where's the camera? It's like a giraffe sticker on it. It's adorable. Shit. I'm going to save that. And I keep things hung on my garage. I like my kids did and stuff. Like drawings and I tape them all to the garage. So your thing is going to be in a place of prominence in my
Joe,
house.
you don't think that then who's in over there where he said there's a lot of like
Carpet flying folk.
I wonder if that's like a hit job for your wife.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, Jesus.
It seems like something
Oh,
close.
the lady boy. I don't know,
No,
but
not
well,
lady boy. I'm saying the hit job. You know what I'm saying? You know.
oh, hit job. I thought you said a hit job.
No, hit job.
We're gonna get rid of her so I can go with him to Thailand and get,
Because he keeps saying like how his country's being invaded by, you know, that,
yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe it is. If it's a hijab, it's from my buddy. I'll be proud to wear it. I'm going to open this in a second. I don't want to get too behind on comments because that's one of my problems on a regular basis on this program. Lou Sassol, any thoughts on the passing of Ozzy?
That was my favorite. I loved Ozzy.
Not for nothing. I was first when my son told me, I'm like, what? Because he just had the big concert, right? 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
But then as I started to watch some of the videos and the fans were all crying when he was singing Mama, I'm Coming Home, and the family put out a nice post, about it. I said it was almost like a beautiful, like that he waited to get that. And the family probably knew he was on borrowed time. And I don't know how long that concert has been planned, but I'm curious if they pushed it up a little bit, just knowing he was getting weaker. And my friend Anthony, the one I do the AM/FM radio show with, he told me that he read that he's been on a lot of painkillers and shit, Ozzy. But I
think for his whole life.
Well, yeah. But he, refused to take anything because he didn't want to get drowsy. He wanted to do the show, and he fought through it. And when I'm watching those videos last night, I'm like, that's how he would want to go out. Basically, He died, almost like it would have only been better if he fucking said goodnight. And then,
Dude, I love he is my favorite artist forever.
He's fantastic.
My next door neighbor, who I grew up with, right? And we were 9 years old when Black Sabbath started.
Yeah.
In the 60s. In the fucking 60s. 69 it was.
Yep.
I can't remember, but I was like
First
8 or 9 years old. And he was playing that shit for me. And I fucking loved Ozzy. He's my favorite artist of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love him. I loved his show. The best was when he was
it was hysterical.
Joe, I never forget when he was walking on the beach. They were showing his Ozzy walking on the beach, and he walked to get the wave, hit his legs and knocked him over, pulled him out. They all the fucking producers out of running because he almost drowned. Dude, they didn't. You can't.
Generations. I mean, obviously the reality TV. That's what kind of introduced them to people that didn't know his music like we did when he was playing. I first saw him in 1983 at the Garden. It was the tour after, unfortunately, I didn't get to see Randy Rhoads with him. It was the Bark of the Moon tour, not the Die of a Madman tour. And I've seen him a lot of times since then. And the last time I saw him was with Black Sabbath, but Bill Ward was unable to play. I think he had like arthritis.
Right.
Ward played on this show, but this was the original Black Sabbath minus Bill Ward with the newer drummer. So I got to see him, with solo and with Sabbath, and I've always been a big fan of that music. And it's like sad to see him, gone. But
no,
I'm saying I'm so glad they got to do that fucking show.
Oh my God!
How apropos was it? Like
that's what I'm saying.
On that throne, it was so cool. I didn't listen. There was times where he sounded like his voice was going, but there were also times where he fucking nailed it. Like I saw Crazy Train, I thought he fucking nailed it. When they were doing some Sabbath song, he sounded like he was struggling. And it's, of course, I don't think anybody in that audience expected him to sound like he did in 1980.
No.
But he doesn't have like like Freddie Mercury had like the melodic voice. Ozzy had like a good metal voice, hard rock voice, but it wasn't one of these operatic styles. So he can get away with being older and singing with that style, and I thought he pulled it off. And
he was a showman, though, Joe. Forget his voice. He was just a showman. Every one of his songs were amazing. I love Black Sabbath. My two favorite bands were Black Sabbath first, and then AC/DC right there. My favorite artist is Ozzy. Actually, my favorite band might be AC/DC, but growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love those fucking bands. But Ozzy's a god. Not
Yeah.
God, you know what I'm you guys know what I'm talking about. The guy was amazing. I loved everything about that guy.
He's like one of those guys like Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Freddie Mercury. Like these are the all timers, and he is the grandfather of heavy metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's when you see what's his name from fucking head Jesus Christ, the lead singer from fucking Metallica there. Hetfield.
Yeah, they were there. They were at
he
that
was
show.
kissing him. He was fucking kissing him.
He loves him. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
gods even to guys like Metallica.
Even Metallica.
Who doesn't love Metallica? But
yeah.
Ozzy was a god to those guys like our Jesus. Like Ozzy,
yeah.
You know
he started heavy metal Black Sabbath, with Black Sabbath, they really started the genre. I mean, people say Steppenwolf with the song was the first with the lyric heavy metal in it. But Sabbath was the first band that I would say went from hard rock, like Led Zeppelin, that kind of style, to metal. Like Iron Man's a fucking metal. War Pigs, that's a metal song. God. That's not like fucking, Stairway to Heaven. That's like a metal song. So Ozzy, obviously, I don't think he had a non-fan out there. I think everybody, young and old, loved Ozzy, even if they only knew him from this later
from the
TV
MTV
program.
shit, right?
Yeah, for the program.
The TV show to react. But he's fucking sunk at home, bro. Dude, that reality show was fucking number one.
It's funny.
You know what people don't know? I keep seeing people saying, Sharon and Jack and the fucking daughter, forget it. But they forget there's another daughter, Amy. And
she doesn't want any TV time.
No part of that TV show. She lived in the same house, but was always honest. She said, I don't want to be filmed at all. So everybody thinks that it was just, the two kids. But there's the third, the oldest daughter. Matter of fact, she's fucking good looking too.
Yeah, she never wanted to be in public.
Right.
Nobody knew they respected that. And I've heard him mention her and talk about her before. I mean, he's always said like she did not want to be.
That was his baby.
Public.
That was his firstborn.
First.
And she was, like on the sideline. She was right there when they were filming, but she just, she ate her breakfast separately. She didn't want any part of that shit.
Yeah.
I got to give her credit because, everybody else would want to like suckle off that shit. Did you know that Jack Osbourne went on some sabbatical and became a fucking martial artist and shit like that and won one of those big tournaments?
Really?
Yes. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
On some sabbatical, he was this little fat, dumpy kid, and he went to
he used to be chunky when he was younger.
He went to one of those like fucking Thailand or something like that, and went to like a monk monastery, learned some martial art, and actually won some huge tournament. People don't know that Jack Osbourne. You could Google it. I wrote about it in Ramblin' Freak, Joe. It happened back then.
Yeah, I mean, because he was a little kid when he was chubby, and then he was bigger.
Yeah.
But that's obviously sad. But I don't think anybody should cry over Ozzy. Just enjoy everything he's done his whole career.
Joe, can I just say
otherwise?
Listen, guys, let me just say this. We had Ozzy a lot longer than we should have had Ozzy. Dude, Ozzy died back in the 80s. I don't know how many fucking times. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
He died in the fucking 80s, bro.
OD'd and shit.
Oh, my God. How many times did they fucking... Dude, this guy had fucking Quaaludes cryogenically frozen. And he used to say, like, he's got Quaaludes from the 80s. He had them frozen so every once in a while he could pop one.
The good ones.
Right. Dude, the guy died, like, I don't know how many times in the 80s. I mean, he died. He was dead, and they brought him back to life. I mean, so we had Ozzy a lot longer.
And he performed, he did a couple of years ago. We performed during a halftime of a Cowboys game.
Oh, dude, he's amazing. Dude,
with
that
Zach
Live and Loud album, the Live and Loud, it's a two CD set. That was my favorite, that and the AC/DC one. But that fucking set is amazing. He performed live on stage as well as he did in a studio, though. You understand? Like those songs were fucking. Yeah. You listen to him
he
on
had
stage.
A voice that could carry out there. It wasn't like this something they had to, and they didn't really. They doubled it maybe on some of his songs, so it sounded like it was backup. But when he performed live, it wasn't that much different.
I got an Ozzy
record.
Hold on.
Where's he?
Where's my Ozzy doll?
Where's my Oz? Sharon. It's instead of the Osbournes, it should be the Valentinos. Lucia.
I got it. I got my Ozzy. Fuck,
Lucia, where are you? Oh, there you go. Oh, wow.
Ozzy lives right here. Jack!
That is fucking awesome. Look at, oh, I love that.
Where's the remote, Jack?
The Wookie Boogie scale.
I can't figure the
spooky
fucking
show.
thing out. Sharon!
Sharon!
I loved when he was on the beach and he walked. He just wanted to get his feet wet with the look.
Yeah,
And the wave came and hit him and fucking brought him out. Started pulling him out there. The fucking TV crew had to run out there and save his life.
That's fucking funny.
Dude, you couldn't. That fucking guy. None of that shit was scripted. This fucking guy.
They just hit fucking record and, you know.
Oh, his reality show was fucking amazing, bro. Amazing.
Awesome. So, Ozzy will live forever in the hearts of the fans.
Love
I want to open Hooga the Claws.
Yeah,
see Addich's. Had some stickers laying around. I figured, why not? Okay, he told me about a whistle on the Instagram, but let's see you open the second item. Yeah, he sends me nice presents. I'm very, very fucking proud and honored, actually. All right, here I go. Oh boy, I think it's a. Oh, holy wait, hold on.
Is that a wig?
It's a gorilla mask.
Oh shit.
Wow. Yeah, I get sent a mask. How do you not fucking wear it?
Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit, Joe.
Caesar, where are you?
That's creepy, bro. That's some creepy shit. You look like you look like you're a werewolf. Almost. I see the gorilla face, but holy shit.
Dove a piscoletta? A piscoletta.
That's racist. Holy shit. That's fucking funny.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh,
that's scary. Oh, it's your face.
oh okay.
You look like Wolverine when you pulled that off.
I had that square head. Hooga the Claws. This is fucking beautiful. I have a dummy head thing over there somewhere.
Look at that.
I'm going to put this on and put it in a place of prominence on the shelf. But, okay, you got to explain. I love it, but toot, toot, beep, beep.
Joe,
girls.
Joe, you should go naked. Put that on your head and walk into the wife. In the bedroom. Tell the wife, I want to make love.
One time, my friend, it literally was a friend. Hooga the Claws. Grazie tante, mi paisan. I am honored. My friend's friend was really a friend of a friend, not somebody's lying.
Right.
He one time, this was like when Howard was big, Stern.
Yeah.
Before he was a fucking.
Before he was a cocksucking liberal. Go ahead.
Liberal bastard. He was wearing a gorilla mask and fucking like a watermelon or something. Like he cut a hole in it and he mailed it like on a videotape. It's going back to Howard. I don't think they ever mentioned. He was, I guess, just trying to get a mention on the show. But Hooga the Claws, I need to find out. You have to explain to me what is it for? Because I want to utilize it properly. Jim K, thank you. R.O. Charlie Arms, R.I.P. Ozzy. Greg, tell the story when I knocked out Tim Belcalf for slapping around his girl and disrespecting the gym.
For disrespecting Ozzy.
Disrespecting Ozzy. I feel like I'm coaching the kids again. On the line. Let's go. Double time. Bad day in rock and roll. Yes, indeed. Crazy Train was like muscle memory for him. Yeah, dude, he sat there and he was fucking, rocking in that throne. I think Metallica is the only band where the lead singer is the least out there in public guy. To me, that would be the drummer, Lars Ulrich. Yeah, Lars is, they say when he was younger, especially, he used to hang out with Jim Brewer. Remember Brewer, the comic we had on the podcast?
Yeah, Jim Brewer.
And the drummer from Metallica are literally really friendly in real life. And he says some stories when they got wasted together. Like he was a big drinker, Lars. And he said they did some real fucking crazy, funny shit, breaking people's balls. It's a Danish. Is it a Danish whistle and mask? Now, is this something that all people that are non-Muslim need to? You have to wear this in shame in public in Denmark? Is that what the new?
I have a feeling that there's racial undertones to that.
I know that's the furthest thing. I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan. I think maybe Hugo de Claus knew that.
I love Planet of the Apes too.
It's great. Take your damn paws off me, you take your paws off me, you damn dirty ape. Taylor, do you think Sharon will marry? She's still cute. Yeah, she's always been a Sharon. I'm watching you.
No, you know what happens? I don't know if she'll remarry. You got to understand.
She's older too now.
Like my father, my grandmother's both their husband, both my
grandfathers. Yeah, where do they go? Really, you know.
You know what happens? Sometimes people are like, look, I live for my kids now. I got grandkids. You know, not me, but I'm saying that. You know, that's what a lot of people. You know, when you get older, Sharon's fucking 70s. You know what I mean? What is she gonna? I'm gonna go. You know, dude, I don't think that she's. A lot of women are especially different than men. Men kind of need that shit, but women, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little more intimate and it means more. I think
that they live more for their children and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't picture Sharon going out there. I think that the ghost of Ozzy would not like that.
Yes. And you know what? And they obviously were like, married since 1980 or whatever. So it's
but they knew each other from the 70s. And her father
managed the band.
Right. She was like a secretary, or like, you know, a reception or something for the father's company. So she's known him since the 70s. Bro, you with somebody for like 50 fucking years. The last thing you're doing, like, you know, and I don't even know if they were sexual at the end. Who the fuck knows? I don't know if Ozzy had a hard on since the 80s.
I'm not even sexual at this point in my fucking marriage. Miss Bell, Sabbath is gone no matter what the originators. Absolutely, Miss Bell. Couldn't agree more. See at it. Now you could do great BLM impressions. Oh man, I told you. Even if I wouldn't get thrown off of YouTube, I would never do stuff like that. Just looking. Oh, like Charlie. Remember? Yeah, he was wearing like a wolf mask, Mike James, right? So I could fight Charlie Arms' aide. It could be the gorilla versus the wolf. Just wait for the second pack. Shit. All right. So I don't want smoke coming out of my ears like Grandpa Munster. I won't think too hard. Ufa, did you take a BM in the PM?
Bowel movement.
A bowel movement PM is a word that we use on our Instagram lives, meaning a certain. Let me just leave it at that. Greg, I think he knows.
You have to tell me.
I sent it so you can do impressions of what I just typed up there. I don't want to get in trouble though. If I owned YouTube, I would do whatever I wanted, but I will have a lot of fun with this. Should I bring it to fucking Europe with me? And run around and chase people. You can use it in your content videos. Like if you want to pretend you don't like someone's talking, you put on a mask or pretending to be a ridicule, whatever purpose. I should have done that with Nick the other day, Hugo de Claus, when he joined. No, Lars is Danish. Yeah. Oh, no, he is Danish. That's right. Lars Ehrlich is from Hugo de Claus is neck of the woods. Stufa, I got assaulted in the Pure Gym by CrossFit muscle mommies. Good for you. They took my wallet and did naughty things to me, so I could not catch them. Went back to the gym next day, but they were not there. You know what? You probably fucking had some fucking pre-cum stains getting beat up by CrossFit fucking girls. They're fucking hot. CrossFit girls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they look fucking good.
I don't like girls too jacked. I like,
but they're like,
I like
tight looking,
like hard,
big.
hard body.
Yeah,
fixed.
They're
I
big
like
and hard, but they're not like, John Blevins, any relation to Jeremy, the ex-Met left-handed relief pitcher, now their studio and analyst. You guys kick ass. I love you all. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Likewise, my friend.
We lick ass as well.
I lick ass. We kick and lick. Take a licking, but keep on ticking.
That's right.
Awesome show. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I saw The Naked Gun the other day. Remember when they talked about the zoo animals escape? Remember that joke? Either way, hilarious. We even know how non-woke it is. Now, you saw the new one, Hoog, I'm guessing, with...
I didn't even know there was a new one.
Yeah, there's a remake with what's his face, the guy from Taken.
I have a
I forget his name. Oh, there she is. There's our girl Megan. I have a confession, Greg. When we caught wind that you were going to get hired at IBM Watson, we called up and sent them stuff about your public life. The Spanish girl brought it to management.
Nah.
I am not even gonna fucking.
Yeah, don't listen to what.
I don't even. I don't know what they're talking about. So. It also reminded me of the song "I Love L.A." by Randy Newman because they play it in the outro.
I remember that song. That was just cheesy. I love L.A. You know that fucking guy.
Oh God, who loves L.A.? It's disgusting. We were afraid at that time with a good job like you would lawyer up with a pit bull Jew and sue Nate for the book deal. Oh, Perry Mason. And that with the mask, you will fit right in with the UK. Oh,
I told you that's why he said
it. Shit. I meant PM as in, okay. Stu, if I get mixed up because we have our inside jokes on Instagram that I don't think they're kind of outside now. Craig Velasquez. What's up, buddy? Why would they want to arrest us? They're not going to arrest President Obama, Craig.
They'll never, ever arrest him. We know what they're doing now? They know they can't. The statutes of limitation. But what they're doing is they're dirtying it. They're dirtying when you can't do anything, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like when you go around telling people about some chick, like I remember I dated this chick in high school and guys used to tell me she was a fucking virgin, bro. But guys used to tell me,
everybody fucked her.
This one fucked her. She gave so she had a reputation of being a pig. You know what I mean?
Yep. So they're just basically because they want to knock him off that mantle he's been able to stay on since
and you know what's funny? They're getting him stewed because he's already coming out saying, I normally don't like to, talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't usually like to, rebut things, but this is ridiculous. This is Donald Trump. See, they're getting it under his skin, and that's game one right there. They're already dirtying his legacy. So whether they can bring him to court or not, they know they can't bring him to court. Statute, they're not going to arrest Barack Obama. No. First of all, the Democrats would freak. There's no judge. All the judges are Democrat. Believe me, there's not many Republican judges. It will never, ever happen. But they're leaving it back. Remember something. You tell a lie long enough, okay? And you start spewing bullshit long enough, you know what I'm saying? Joe, if you found out, like, if you found out your next door neighbor was your kids are little now, right? And your next door neighbor's your babysitter, and all of a sudden you hear this story that he's a child molester, she's a child molester, this, that, the other thing. And if then you find out it's all bullshit, it's not true. You would still think twice. I don't know if even though it's not
just
true,
in case.
Let's just get you another babysitter for now. You know what I mean? Because even though it's not true, but game one, what you're doing is you're dirtying the world. You're planting seeds in people's head. So and you know what? You're getting Obama pissed off because Barack Obama's ego is so fucking huge that he can't. And he already came out. I watched it yesterday where he said, "I normally don't like to, rebut these things, and like I don't want to give it life, but you know what? This is bullshit." And that's what they're doing. Game one. Trump's just sitting back going.
Without a doubt. And to me, it just shows me more proof of why I am so just like I patriotic and being patriotic, and I have zero left in me. And all of this stuff that's coming out now, if even a third of it's true, it just gives me more fucking reason.
Oh, it's true.
It's not the country I thought most of my life that it was. I don't have any pride in being American anymore.
It's true. It's just that it's so they have the I watched her. Here's the documents right here. She's showing the document. They have proof, but we can't do anything about it. So the reporters are like, then why are you bringing it up? It's statutes of limitation. I just watched the whole thing.
TV. Yeah,
and
I've been
the
following it briefly just to see, so I don't completely what happened. I'll read the headlines.
I watched the whole press conference, Joe, and all the report. And Carolyn Levitt said, "Well, why didn't you people report? You guys reported on this shit back then. Why don't you just take time? We released the papers. Read it for yourself. He's guilty." And they're like, "Yeah, but what's the point? It's statutes of limitations, and why didn't you do this in the first day?" So
They didn't have it in their hands, and
what happened is that Trump was so busy being brought to court, he didn't have time to do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
being arrested himself.
But you had Bill Barr. You think he gave him?
He's
Bill
a
Barr's a rat
scumbag.
You hired Christopher Wray, as your FBI.
Oh.
You realize, he listened to other people telling him, take Bill Barr. He's bipartisan. Take fucking Christopher Wray. Now he's like, I fucked up. I won't listen to nobody no more.
Barr was like, we all were like rah rah when we thought Barr was going to.
I was like, you're not doing anything, dude. What are you doing? Stop this.
As soon as they talked about the election being stolen, you saw who was really
look at Mike
Trump
Pence.
and believed it, or run the other way.
Joe, look at Mike Pence.
Oh
Dude,
my God! What a fucking coward!
Pence, you fucking moron! Not for nothing, but it's Trump Pence. Your name is on there too. So why wouldn't you question? Say, hey, listen, we got to check this information out to see if this was really, illegal election and shit. Instead he's like, no, certified. Your name is on there, you fucking fool. And now he's walking around bad mouthing Trump like crazy. You know what you look like, you clown. Nobody fucking.
He's a man without a party or whatever you would want to call it.
But that's why Trump didn't do this to her. He couldn't. Everybody around him was fucking with the fucking knives in the back. You understand? Now he's got the real team, the A team going. And now they know that they can't do anything. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to let everybody know what he did. And we're going to get under Barack Obama's skin.
Have a little fun. Yeah. And so let them squirm for a while. Yeah. Right. Doesn't bother me none. If you wear a mask in England, you probably get away with stealing from 7-Elevens. Oh, I think my wife would fucking be mortified if I put on a mask.
You got divorced.
Oh, the 80s vacation. So you were watching the original Naked Guns with Drebin and O.J. Simpson and all of that. I mean, those O.J. Listen, I don't want to get into an O.J. talk, but he was funny in those fucking movies.
Yeah,
I remember. No two ways about it. I don't give a fuck what he did on the football field or allegedly did to his wife and Goldman. He was funny in those movies.
Yeah, I don't think that was alleged either. I think he
killed them. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying
that guy. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. But I'm just looking when he perfect fit in that type of dry, satirical type of humor for that whole Police Squad TV show. And the Naked Gun series. Yep. More disgusting anti-Jew talk and saying how neo-Nazis are apparently on YouTube. Jews have never bothered me. When was the last time a Jew carjacked you? Answer me that. I've never been carjacked by anyone, but I haven't seen too many statistics showing that Jewish people do a lot of carjacks. Isn't it funny though, Greg? I mean,
I don't get the whole Jew hate.
You're older than me, but we're kind of, we kind of have the same type of age,
same
groups, if you will. Remember, like when the Jewish people could do no wrong?
Yeah.
Everything was given to the Jewish
people. On the surface, they could do no wrong, but the Jew hate's always been there.
It's always been there, but but Washington used to be very against anti-Jewish things. Now they're blowing fucking Palestinians and Hamas.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't get it. I don't want to blow any of them. Just let's worry about what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't get what that is.
But Jewish people, it used to be like, oh, they get away with everything. Now it's like everybody's against them. So it's like,
yeah, but you know what's funny? I mean,
can't figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like you don't even let the kids go to college, and they're not even letting them into class. You got all these savages out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And traditionally, you know what the biggest problem with the Jewish community is? Other Jews. You understand what I'm saying? It's because, there were Jews that helped Hitler. It's just like the Indians, the American Indians. Sorry, Native Americans. It's just like the Native Americans. You know who helped? Fucking, it was other. They had Indian scouts helping to fucking, to corral.
Yeah.
You people don't understand that. Remember who kissed Jesus Christ on the cheek? His own one of his. And supposedly Judas was like his favorite. You know
that was his boy.
He kissed him on the cheek and kicked him in the ass. He said, "Where's my fucking money?" You know what I mean?
Sammy the Bold. Yeah.
So it's always that way. Yeah, Sammy the Bold. Dude, how does that guy sit with the fucking Where's
Oh, with he's got the big bowl fucking light behind him. Oh yeah.
How does that motherfucker sit there? And
they're putting him
like,
on like
fucking. Joe Watts and we went in the room and we shot Joe Matarazzi in the fucking head. We cut up his body.
Joe Watts, good, very well respected man in the Gambino family.
Those guys were bad, dude. Those guys, you know, he surrounded himself with like legitimate fucking insane killers. But every fucking mafia guy, aside from John Gotti, believe it or not, every one of them was a rat. Even Greg Scarpa. I think we might have talked about this.
Oh,
Greg
Scarpa,
the Grim Reaper was a rat. I mean, they were all rats. Every fucking one of them. Everyone. Now you got this guy. They're sitting, dude. It's like guys that went to jail for some reason. Listen, I met some great guys in jail. There's two kinds. There's actually some very smart people in jail. Too smart for their own good. Okay, but what I'm saying is, you got these guys that start these YouTube channels. Yeah, I was in jail. They make up these stories. I was a shot caller. You didn't do fucking shit. You didn't do fucking shit in jail. Get out of here. You wouldn't be on fucking the internet talking shit if you did. Okay?
Yeah.
But the other thing is these fucking guys, the same thing with mafia guys. Now, any guy who even sat in one mafia fucking dinner is sitting on jail sitting on YouTube telling stories, making $1 million. How does Sammy the Bull, who killed at least 18, 19 people that they know of, right? Mm-hmm. How the fuck does he sit and tell stories and get paid for that money? And nobody fucking, like, I have no respect for that.
No.
I'm
He's
sorry.
I don't have any respect for that. The only guy on YouTube that's could hold his head up high is Skinny Joey Molino from the Philly family.
Yeah, but according to a lot.
He never he has rat of the month and stuff. They call out all the other rats, like the Sammy guys and these guys.
Well, according to Gene Borriello, he says that he goes after Merlino like I like
all
Borriello.
The time. He does, and Molino's like, come on down, have this. He just opened a cheesesteak place a few months ago by the Philly Stadium. Come on down, Borriello. Borriello has Omerta tattooed on his arm, and he flipped.
Yeah, but I like him. He's crazy, bro. That guy's fucking.
Is he interesting? Is he entertaining?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's not. Guy. But
we're actually friends on Instagram where we talk. Hey, I like him. He's good.
But Joey Merlino never ratted, did so much time, and they gave so many rats breaks that to try to set Joey Merlino up, and he never got fucking nailed for it.
I don't know. I thought he was a rat too, but
never.
You sure about that?
100% sure. 100% sure.
The guys though that like when I see Francis on there who claims he never did, it's almost like a choir boy.
Nobody went to jail because of my thing, which is a lie too.
Well, I know that as well as you do.
Norby Walters went to jail.
All these guys, it's just a fucking funny. How do they make now? Sammy the Bull, he doesn't have to do anything illegal anymore. He fucking charges $70,000 per
appearance just
to do on YouTube. I mean, like, if we wanted him on the show, it costs $70,000.
He ain't coming on.
No, he ain't coming. Fuck that. But what I'm saying is, I don't know. And then you got Junior Gotti saying, like, oh, he never fucking did anything. He was a punk.
Yeah.
They called him Sammy the Bull because he was from Bull's Head.
Staten Island.
Yeah, Staten Island. Not because he was a bull.
I don't know if I buy that. I don't know.
These guys all say shit. Then you got Johnny A. Light who says this, and then you say Johnny A. Light. I don't know who the fuck to believe.
Yeah. You know what? But I do watch them because they're interesting. I like Michael Francis a lot. I like when he does like Mob Movie Mondays when he doesn't talk about movies and stuff. And he has.
I like Francis too, but I'm just saying
But he's a rat. He can't. He can't skirt from that.
So is the Bull. But the Bull sits there and just tells these stories, and I'm like, how does nobody?
Pato Morello, when I was in his crew, when I got transferred from
Pato was this guy. You know what I mean?
Pato was the one that
the guy who made him. But the thing is, how does he say these stories? It's some grandkid of somebody, Joe Matarazzi, with him. They cut him up and they
blow away. Yeah.
How does nobody fucking say I'm going out to fucking win that motherfucker? I'll pay $70,000 to have him come and meet. We'll sit and make believe I'm gonna do a show and I'll fucking blow him. You know what I mean? Or have him whacked. I don't understand that. I just don't understand. Dude, you should, if you got away with so much shit, you should just cut your losses. I mean, you're now like Mr. Internet. You know what I mean? I just don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Out of jail. His son's out of jail. You know, they did their time for the ecstasy thing. So whatever.
You don't need to sell ecstasy. You make more
they're
money
making
now.
much more now because
you don't have to do anything illegal, and you could tell stories. You don't even know if half those things are true. You know what I mean?
He's got that girl Peanuts who does. He calls her Peanuts. She does the video for him.
Oh, I didn't.
Some girl does like the videography. Jim K. Joe, does anything come even close to the 86? Maybe wrong on the year, Mets. No, you're correct on the year. All those last strikes. As far as as a Met fan, obviously it was a great ending to a World Series. But I'll just say, as a sports fan, I really think the Giants beating the previously undefeated Patriots in the 2007
that was
or 8 Super Bowl was a bigger, because the Mets were the favorites in the World Series and Boston almost upset them. Mets won 108 games, were a powerhouse. They expected to be a dynasty, and Boston was really good, and they beat the Angels in 5 games on it wasn't a walk-off because they were on the road, but a home run by Dave, I forget his name, the center fielder, off of Donnie, the fucking relief pitcher committed suicide. He never
Don.
Remember the black guy, Donnie something? He was the closer.
I can't remember his
California
name.
Angels, and he never got over giving up that. Dave Henderson never got over giving up that home run, and they didn't make the World Series a couple of years later.
I can't remember his name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, like curly hair.
Let me tell you something. Joe and I are friends with Kirk Radomski, okay, who was the ball boy turned drug dealer for the Mets, right? He was there.
On 86, jumping on them. Yeah.
If you listen, let me tell you something. The Mets could have easily been a dynasty. The problem is they were all fucking drug addicts and
oh my God, yeah.
If Darryl Strawberry didn't go off, and if the fucking Doc Gooden and all the other, there was a bunch of guys on that team who were fucking batshit crazy. If they didn't have the problems, the personal problems outside, that team would have been a dynasty. Look at fucking what's his name? Didn't even show up at the World Series fucking parade. You know
Dwight Gooden,
Dwight Gooden didn't even show up.
I showed up. I worked at the World Trade Center at the time. Telerate Systems Incorporated, 104th floor on One World Trade. My dad got me the gig. And when the Mets had the parade, I mean, it's right there, Battery Park, right where the Heroes. So a bunch of us went out. And we said, hey, cover for us. We're going to be out for a while. And we bought quarts of beer and shit. And I remember I climbed one of those, don't walk poles. I was standing on top of it. Right. So I could, because it was so crowded, I couldn't, we couldn't see. It was, we got there late, obviously. And I was able to see some of the floats from the top, and I was drinking my quart of Budweiser up there, like a good, what was I, 18 at the time, 19, whatever, 19. But Greg, I want to do a quick commercial break for us. We have some sponsors that we want to talk about, and since we're talking about Italian people, let me throw my little paisan, Vince.
The paisan, wait, where is he?
A little time for a plug. Vince's Muscle Shop. Now, if you're old, Greg and I'm sorry to say it. Well, I guess we're older now, right? 50s,
we are
60s. I'm 58, right?
Godfather.
Right? So we need a tune-up once in a while. And
I need a tune-up a lot of while.
You know what? A lot of guys don't want to get on TRT. I don't know why. I think they're fucking stroneses if they don't, but this is great if you don't take TRT.
Which one are you showing? Old man's tune-up, yeah.
The old man's tune-up. It doesn't mean if you're on TRT that this is just gonna be extra for you. But if you're not on TRT and you think you're gonna just eat a couple of fucking steaks and you'll be good and you'll feel like you did when you were 30, go to oldmanstunup.com. You can even get some cool labels like there he is.
The Godfather right there.
The guy who's going to lock up Barack Obama. Sorry, Craig. I'm just joking.
Is he the Godfather or wait?
And of course, Vince, Vince would never leave the ladies out.
Vince looks good on that one.
Oh, his tits are huge.
That's after he transitioned.
Yes, he got a little snip and clip. But ladies, don't think that Vince has forgotten you. Cougar cocktail for you ladies that we never admit our ages as well. As ladies, they always say, but doesn't mean you can't say I want to take Cougar cocktail just because it has some really fucking good, healthy ingredients. So go to vincesmuscleshop.com.
I love a good Cougar. I love a good Cougar.
Sharon's a Cougar.
Sharon.
She's been a Cougar for 50 years now. Go to Old Man's Tune Up and check out Vince's items.
Now that he's dead, maybe we should send to get his ashes.
His ashes might need to be transported somewhere, Greg.
I think we know where to go.
So we'll be back after this quick word. And
send me out.
Johnny and Vince.
Send me to San Diego.
Hey, Dad. Dad. Hey, Dad. Dad. West Coast Johnny. Man, where could he be? Dad?
Oh, hey, we'll bury him in 10 minutes. This is a great article. On a more serious note, we're here for you 24/7, our family to yours. Please follow us on Instagram too.
Great job by Johnny.
I like
and
that
Vince.
hat. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. I got mine upstairs.
There you go.
I got my greaseball hat upstairs. Yes, you and Johnny look better than I do with the hat.
No. I got a shitload of them, actually.
We have another hat. We're going to be doing another commercial break in a little bit, but just a little tease. That'll be part of the commercial break.
Make America swole again.
Roll again. Son of Sammy Davis, my buddy Nick. Thoughts on Yankee shortstop Anthony Volpe and his stunted development? Should the Yankees move on?
Thanks a lot, Nick. Thanks a lot.
I don't know. I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm not a Yankee fan, but to me, I know he hasn't done as good as he had in his rookie season. But I think they have other things they need to worry about.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I think obviously third base is the main concern.
You have no third baseman. You got no more.
Yeah, but I think Nick's kind of meaning more like after this season.
I know what he's talking about.
Is he the answer or is he just a stopgap at this point? I think he's too young to decide to fucking dump him.
No, I think listen to me. I'm very pissed off at Anthony Volpe. I feel like I've been sold a bill of shit. He doesn't even steal bases anymore. He leads the majors in errors. He's batting 214, 215.
Yeah.
The problem is, though, I know what's going to happen. You'll trade him to like some fucking other team, and you're going to see he's a 300 hitter. You understand? Like he's fucking, he's. I just think it's the pressure. I do. He's supposed to be, before this kid ever came in, the hype on this kid was amazing. Even when he was in college, like in school. This kid was like, from when he was in high school, they were saying this kid's going to be not only a major leaguer, but a star in a major league.
Yeah.
And I believe he has it in him. I just believe that, you know what? You start trying so hard that you just can't. Look at Jazz Chisholm. All of a sudden he's starting to hit because I said, fuck this shit. I'm not going to give 100%. I'm just going to just a nice swing at the ball. I said 70%.
Natural ability.
But when you allow it to release the fucking, just let that shit go. I just think he's just somebody who just, I don't believe his skills aren't what the experts, Joe, not even just the Yankees. It's been, what's his name? Al Leiter, who pitched for the Mets,
That's Yankees. Great broadcaster.
He grew up, his kids grew up with him. And he said, I've watched this kid since he was in high school. My kids
pitching in the majors now.
Right. And he said, right. And so's his nephew. His nephew's on the Yankees, right? Mark Leiter's son. And he said, I've been watching Anthony Volpe in high school. And he said, this kid is amazing. You have no idea. It's not just Yankee hype. But for some reason, he can't get out of his own way. And you could see it on it. You could see it on his face.
Yeah.
I mean.
But listen, he won a Gold Glove his rookie year. He was, even though his
Yeah, but
average was
even
low,
then
he hit a lot of long balls. He had a good rookie year, and he's regressed since then. And that usually doesn't make sense. It's usually the other way around, obviously.
Right.
You know, you get more comfortable and you get used to the
That
pressure.
shows me
and
it's a
stuff.
New York thing, though, Joe. Listen. The minute Derek Jeter started, he just took off.
Oh,
And you're trying to tout this kid as being like the next Derek Jeter. But
yeah.
Derek Jeter just took off. I mean, it batted 300 and never stopped batting 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe this is his third year. Third. You know?
Between years 3 and 5 is when they usually make or break. They're fucking either they're going to be a regular or they're going to be a journeyman backup kind of guy.
Yeah, but most great players,
those great years, you need
Joe,
to.
most great players start from the moment they get out of the gate. They may have a little bit of a slow start, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But usually after, even in the first year, by the end of the year, the second year, the third, they're already taken off. It doesn't take 5 years for a guy to although I got to ask you a question, Joe. Joe, how is it that Cal Raleigh last year hit 35 home runs the whole year?
Mm-hmm.
And in the All-Star break, he's got 30 fucking 8, Joe. That's unheard of.
Could be many different things. Obviously, the juice ball is one of the things.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a juice ball.
Juice ball. There also maybe prop bets. Like I said, I think I floated that last week's show a little bit. And I
don't understand it.
I don't want to get into that discussion because it's mere speculation. It's not fair to any players to throw that at them.
I don't think he's juiced. I don't think that. I don't.
No, I don't think he's juiced. I think.
No.
But they always say that they when they're saying the ball's juice, what they mean is that wound is tight, so it travels further. And usually when there's a lot of good pitchers that are going to become free agents, baseball tries to hook the owners up so the numbers aren't crazy and the guys can't ask for these ridiculous contracts.
Well,
then the other way around, when the batters the batters are going to be free agents, the ball is heavier, so they don't get as much money too. They try to keep the owners from having to spend too much money.
I understand what you're saying, but when I discussed it with my friend, that's so fucked up. But listen, I think it's this. Honestly, the baseball keeps every year they're implementing new rules every fucking year. Soon we're gonna have umpires that balls and strikes are gonna be everything's gonna be
robotic,
right? Robotic. What I think is that they're saying, listen, guys, if we make this just a pitcher's game, who the fuck wants to go to a stadium and see a 1-0, 0-0? I know
I do.
I know you like that.
I love it.
But I think people really like. That's why they have a home run. They don't have a pitcher's derby.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how many strikes you can throw in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Stick the long ball. Remember the commercial?
The long ball.
Nike
sells.
Commercial or something, right?
The long ball sells, and I think that the brain trusts in Major League Baseball say, listen, look what they just did with the home run derby. It was like a fucking, they have rap guys. Well, which I think is a little bit too much. When they're standing up there on that fucking platform and the flames going behind them and shit, that's a little bit much. I think they're overdoing it. But now it's like the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't like that. But the thing is, they're really promoting the home run, and I think that's
look how they finished the All-Star game. Instead of playing extra innings, they had like a shootout with the. I thought it was a good idea.
Think about this. When I talked to my friend, he was even reminding me that Babe Ruth. Remember, baseball was like, and all of a sudden Babe Ruth comes in and starts hitting 50 fucking 60 home runs when Home Run Baker, who had 8 home runs, led the league. You understand what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, people like this is. I just watched the whole. I just watched.
Put it on the map.
Document. He put asses in the seats. People just wanted to see him launch balls like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think that they're going back to that thinking. I think that they think.
I don't.
You got a lot of guys.
That at all.
How many guys got 30? I mean, I remember one year Tino Martinez won the home run crown, and he had like 36 home runs. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah,
was
guys didn't hit 54. I mean, remember when George Foster hit 52 and 75?
Oh,
Like,
and then he comes to the Mets and fucking hits half that. Poor fucking Mets. Honestly, poor Mets. I remember that too. You remember? I'm
on the Mets.
I'm a Yankee fan that also likes the Mets a lot. I like the Mets. I actually love the Mets, but I'm in love with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Pinstripes over the Mets. But take the Yankees out of it, I'm Mets all the way. I want the Mets to win the National League.
Yeah.
If the Yankees aren't there, I'm Mets all the way home. I want to see them win a World Series. But let me tell you something. George Foster, I remember him coming there, and I'm like, where the fuck is that guy from the Reds? Where's that George Foster? Right? Yeah. Where's that George Foster?
He was one of the most lethal fucking hitters in baseball.
Dude, nobody hit 52 home runs back then.
Never.
Nobody. Today, you got guys. There's a few guys on track to hit that and more.
Yeah, it's definitely a different game, and I think you have a good point. Yours seems a little more logical than my speculations.
I think it's that. I think it's
they want
Babe Ruth theory. I think we need to bring more home runs in to bring more asses. There's nothing like seeing there it goes. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Everybody today, Joe, looks. Yeah,
Joe. Today the ball. How many guys like, oh, Jazz Chisholm yesterday, fuck Jazz Chisholm, skinny Jazz Chisholm, right? He's not really a home run hitter. He hits a ball, and that was 415 feet, you know.
Yeah, it's like,
dude, everybody hits a 400-foot home run today. 400 feet. 400.
It used to be only a fourth and fifth place hitters used to hit home runs. Everybody else was singles and doubles.
When that ball went 400,
they hit 25, 30. Yeah,
that 400 fucking feet was like a holy shit. Today you got fucking, you got the bat boy fucking batting. You know what I mean?
That's not fair though, because if it's Kirk, then we know why.
Well, Kirk was juiced.
Yeah. Stufa, my boy from England. Do any of you find cardio boring? If so, how do you overcome it? I don't find cardio boring, and I'll tell you why. I have my headphones on and I cell phone in my hand, and I'm doing Instagram posts or I'm placing bets on the horses. Before I know it, my cardio is over. How about you? I know you don't like.
No, I actually don't. Right now, I don't really do cardio. Okay, because I do my workouts alone are cardio. You know what I mean? I do high sets.
Yeah.
I'll do 100 fucking sets. And I do low rest period. So I'm dying. I'm dripping. I mean, you could actually wring my shirt out even in the winter. But I got to tell you, I do enjoy running, and I can't run on a treadmill. If I ever decide one day that I'm not going to lift weights anymore, which I doubt that's ever going to happen. But if I ever take it down and just want to be healthy, I would probably run every day, but run outside. I don't like the treadmill. I actually like to run. I was a very fast runner, and I could run for long distance when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I would do that. I would run, not even on a track. That bores me to go around. I actually would run a neighborhood.
In the street,
like that shit. Yes.
Yeah. So that's if you did do cardio. So that would make it not boring because obviously you're seeing things.
Right. I would run the streets and shit. I like that.
But that's what I do is I basically try to get some work done with posts and things like that. So I would say just, find something cool that you like to listen to. And I also listen to Italian lessons. I'm trying to learn the language, and I have some lessons downloaded to my phone. So I do some lessons too while, it's not all music. Joe, well, what would Mrs. P say if you wore that gorilla mask and the fart sack? Well, hopefully she wouldn't call it by a name. I'm not going to say. Arlene, there she is. Why is MAGA so hell-bent to convince everyone that Michelle Obama is a man? She's absolutely not. I don't think Michelle Obama is a man. I don't like her. I think she's whatever, but I think she's a woman and always has been a woman. I don't know. I mean, even though I'm a MAGA guy, some of the things the MAGA people do.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of me.
Listen, let me just tell you something. Guys. Michelle Obama's too ugly to be a tranny.
Yeah. Where is it?
Where's the bell?
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent one. So yeah, Arlene, I think MAGA people bullshit. Good. We have all of the I got the president, I got that.
That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
Bullshit.
That's horseshit.
Bullshit. Stronzata, as they say in the old country. I love press secretary. Has he ever had a bad press secretary except for that first guy, Lisa?
No, you know what's funny? This Carolyn Levitt's the best ever, I think. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Fucking Mike Huckabee's daughter was badass. She wasn't much to look at, but she was a
very good.
Bitch. That girl
She did her job very well.
You want a woman president? That's a bad bitch. You ever? Am I right or wrong?
She was supposed to run for some kind of governor or something.
No,
I don't know.
She is governor. She's the governor right now of
Oh, is she?
Yeah, of Jesus Christ. Where's he from again? Is it Utah? One of them fucking places. One of those places out there. She's the governor.
I didn't.
She's
I remember when she was running, and I was
Sarah
like,
Huckabee is the governor of.
Good for her. Yeah, he always had good press secretaries. Most of them have been very cute too. But
she wasn't.
Spicer was the only one. He was in over his head. I've heard Sean Spicer do like radio shows and stuff, and he's actually better now. I think once he got out of that pressured spot, he loosened up a little bit, and he's actually a pretty sharp guy. And
Haley McEnany was badass too, but the last three,
she was
Sarah Huckabee, but this one,
this one is
fucking sharp, man, really sharp.
And she doesn't come across as being snide or rude.
No.
She comes across professional, which is is good. And I even though I hated Biden's the black girl, I hated her. She really didn't come across as a twat. She came across as being unprepared a lot of times and obviously skewed, and that's their job.
But she was too much of a bullshitter to me. Like, she was
bullshit, but she wasn't like mean. And even the one before her, fucking Raggedy Ann, we got to circle back. She never had an answer, but they weren't like kind of snide. McEnany sometimes could be like.
I think you're bullshitting now.
McEnany sometimes could be kind of like, okay, she would throw that last punch and then get at. Even though I loved it because I was for what she was saying, I could see why the opposition hated her. But this one, it's hard to hate her.
This one is amazing.
Right there.
And you know what's funny? She'll argue that, if the sun's out, she'll say, well, how do you know? Or the sky's blue. She'll say, how do you know you see blue the way I see blue? You may be colorblind. So to me, it may be red, but to you, it's blue. Like, you can't get her. You can't. There's no. I love that.
She's always got a quick answer.
I love that. Sharon, I'm dead. Sorry.
I swear YouTube is censoring some of these comments in the feed. They appear for Joe to read out. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of things are fucking Lou Sasol. See how to look up George and Alex Soros and the Open Society Fund. Expand your horizons. I am not a fan of the Soros family, and I think the Alex Marion Huber Aberdeen is gonna be a lot of problems in the future once Dad fucking kicks the bucket.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? Her whole fucking family's involved in the mother is the head of the woman's Muslim.
The Muslim
father's like the big in the Muslim. That whole fucking Aberdeen, she's not bad to look at though.
No,
dude,
not
she
at
was
all.
Married to Anthony Weiner.
Dude, a Jewish guy.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
That was an odd couple.
Bro, he would do sex fucking like shows, right? With his kid sitting on the bed behind him. He'd be sitting there masturbating, telling some
that was Carlos Danger.
That's fucked up. Anyway.
He was a fucking weird fuck. I don't know. I don't know what they saw in each other. I don't know what she saw in him.
His kid was sitting on a bed. He'd be babysitting. The kid would be sitting there, just look at the fucking cell phone and watch some videos and shit. And he'd be sitting there talking to some chick.
Phone sex.
There.
He's a fucking disgusting fucking pig. No thanks, Lou. I'm too busy getting blown. You mean blowing Joe? Hey, he's allowed to blow me, Lou. We're good friends. Mike Franchise was never a rat. Well, he did give in. Anytime you do a proffer, and you know what that is, proffer, and or just even talk to them, even if you don't get favors from them. To me, that's being a rat. You don't say a fucking word.
He comes out like a choir.
Fuck their mother, and you walk away. You do your time like a fucking man if you get jammed up.
Yep.
End of story. Don't be a fucking rat. But Franchise, gave the government the whole gas scam, which the Colombos were involved with the Gambinos, with the
He's
Russians.
too choir boyish to me. Like, no.
Well, he became a born again Christian in jail. That's
they
his
all
whole
do in
shtick,
jail.
you know?
Not before
Yeah.
when he was killing people in the street.
Well,
Before
that's
they were in jail.
what Joey Molino always says. Oh, you weren't saying our fathers when you were fucking making $8 million a month on the gas scam, right?
Yeah, right.
I remember Joe saying he also works in pretty high. Yes, there are the places that I do work with, the Jewish centers. There are some good-looking young ladies of the Jewish religion.
Ethnic.
Nope.
I like the ethnic Jew chicks. Dude, the ones with
yeah.
the dark hair, the big fucking, the ones that let me tell you,
Israeli.
the Muslim people and the Israeli people, they're the same people.
They're the same.
They're from that's why they fucking can't stand each other. It's because they're the same people. It's when you watch when you watch that Gaza and the IGF going in there, the IDF, you can't tell who's who. I'm like, wait, are those the because they're the same fucking people. Remember that Muhammad was one, turned the Jews into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking crazy, bro.
It is. It's all in the name of God, which
even their writing and the way if you look at their writing, all that shit's it's the same.
Yeah.
Not to be mistaken for the European Jews, the ones who, with the blue eyes and they're like,
no, the Israeli people, they're getting acclimated to the fucking location of the land and the equator. That's
right. What happened is after the whole World War II, all the fucking,
the Polish and all of those European Jews.
The European Jews went to fucking Israel, but the real
they lost their fucking
Israelis with the thick black hair and the black eyes. Those chicks, I love that shit. Like
the real Israeli ones.
Yeah,
100%.
I love it. Like she's fucking hot to me. I find her hot.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. We got to find a purpose for the whistle. Like the bell means that was a good joke. Good idea. We got to think of something. So instead,
how about that's out of bounds? That comment right there is out of bounds.
Out of bounds, like
flag on the play.
If we answer that comment, we'll get in trouble. So the thing means like what we mean type of thing. Hey, there he is, Mr. Arms. He just took a nap.
Carney.
Remember when I knocked out Art Carney for not re-racking the weights? Art Carney, Ed Norton, Edward Willie,
Ed Norton,
Edward Lily White. Edward Lily White Norton Jr., his full name.
That's funny.
Sox coming back from 3-0 to beat the Yankees, then beat St. Louis. Oh, that was the curse year, right? When they finally broke the curse. The 07?
Oh, yeah, no, 04.
Was that 04?
Yeah.
04. Yep. And,
who would have thought?
Ortiz started it all off with the grand slam to win the first. It was 3-0. And
those two, David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez, was literally Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
Oh, they were monsters.
They were the two greatest the mantle marriage. In my era, I've never seen two fucking back-to-back players that would have just in a clutch.
So
David
big.
Ortiz could go 0 for 3, but his fourth at bat in the 8th or 9th inning, forget it.
500-foot home run.
Forget it, bro.
Forget it.
The fucking guy was clutch as clutch.
Yeah.
I'm a Yankee fan, and I got to tell you something. The Yankees could make him look ridiculous for the first 3 at bats, and then I'm like, oh Christ, here he comes. It's the 9th inning. No way. All right, struck out 3 times. Here it goes. Bam! It's gone.
George Steinbrenner loved him. He wanted him so bad.
Dude, let me tell you something. I wanted him. And Manny Ramirez, same thing. Those two played back to back. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they were fucking awesome.
Those two are the greatest combo I've seen.
There's our girl Candace. Hey boys,
Candace.
What's up, Candace? Did you see that Klay Thompson is dating Megan Thee Stallion? Cute couple, but do not think it would last.
I have no idea who either one of those two are.
Well, Klay Thompson is an NBA player on the Golden State Warriors. He's a superstar. He's been hurt a lot, but he's a great player. I believe she's a rapper. I've heard the name only because it's kind of easy to remember.
Joseph, I don't.
I don't see that lasting at all on either end because
Joe, we don't like rap. We don't fucking like rap.
We like rock and roll.
It's not real music. Anyway,
did they call you the Stallion because she fucks like
I have no idea who those two people
I wouldn't
are.
know her if she walked by me in the street.
Klay
Thompson, I know because I'm a sports guy. But
fuck that shit.
I like it.
I can't watch basketball.
I don't think it's going to last like most Hollywood things. It doesn't matter, black, white, or indifferent. Clay's half a black guy. His father was Michael Thompson, who used to be on the Showtime Lakers. But yeah, none of those Hollywood marriages last.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. I don't even know who they are.
Here's somebody trying to get me in trouble by reading his name, and I am not falling for it. So here we can flag on the play, Greg.
Flag on the play.
Nicholas K. How's that? Have either of you ever pissed or taken a dump in cat litter? This is a fucking funny one. My neighbor keeps a litter box in the hallway, and I've been thinking about using it. Any tips? I have never, but you should fucking drop a fucking $5 foot long in there, so he thinks his cat and takes the cat to the vet, and then you can just laugh and say, ha, 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 ha.
I've taken that. I've done dumps in my pants, but never kitty litter.
Never in a cat litter. But I know what he's talking like in an apartment type of environment. Do it, bro. Speaking of Italian, you guys have eaten crispy pizza. You talking about crispy pizza in Brooklyn on 13th Avenue?
No, come on, man. I hate all that shit.
68th Street.
What's crispy pizza, Joe? What the fuck is that?
Well, there's a crispy pizza in Bensonhurst in Brooklyn.
What is it? Look, my girlfriend's over here naked. What are you doing with your clothes
It's just
off?
a regular pizzeria, but that's just the name of it. It's,
Okay, that's the name.
It's an old fashioned. Yeah, it's just the name of it.
I thought you meant like this is like a type of pizza, like fucking.
No, no. Like a grandma or no. It's just the name of the joint.
The name is crispy pizza. Okay,
if you're talking about the one in Brooklyn, many times. I don't know of another one, so I'm going to assume that's the one you mean. And it's.
Do the Guineas make it, Joe, or is the Albanians making it?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I believe
now
this.
You go to pizza parlor.
Yeah,
make it, but they do it pretty fucking good. I go. There's a guy here where I live that makes these fucking pies, bro. They're unbelievable. But there's a Italian guy, bro. He's 80 years old. He looks like he's 50. He's built. He's muscular. I'm like, bro, no way. No fucking way are you 80 years old. Get the fuck. You look younger than me.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And he eats pizza all the time.
I tell you why he might have a shot at looking young like that.
Uh-oh.
Old
there
man tune-up. But we did that one already.
Maybe he does the old man's tune-up. Maybe he does.
Maybe he also keeps himself young by wearing a gorilla mask. No.
Maybe he does a lot of fucking quaaludes.
Guys, even though Swole isn't the title sponsor, they're still friends of ours.
No, we love Swole.
We do love Swole.
So almost out of this. You guys, look, I'm almost out. So if you guys think we're just fucking bullshitting, that's all.
We need more.
That's all that's left. I love this.
We need more of it. So
how come I can never get the label right here? Okay.
Go to swolelife.com and take off 15% of your bill. I'm going backwards.
Me too.
All day long.
Right in front of you. You figure I can't get that. I don't know why.
So check out the boys over at swolelife.com.
Dude, this is clean energy. It's a little bit different, but it works really well.
Greg loves that and the hydrate.
My favorite.
And they got some good orals too. They give good oral.
I could use a little good oral right now, Joe.
Oh, me too. Unfortunately, I'm never going to get that from the fucking home front. But they got some wacky apparel. Not wacky, but, fun to make America swole again with the American flag. So go to swolelife.com and put in the code MSM15, and you're going to save 50% off of your whole fucking bill.
They're practically giving it all away. Crazy Eddie.
So let me see. Where the fuck did I stop with the comment? I don't know. I gotta fucking get back. I'm way behind, boys. I'm very, very sorry. Oh no, wait. I'm not as far behind as I thought. let me get to where I was because I wanted to take the thing off. Jews are all right. You just got to check to see if they have all their fingers after shaking hands. Corey, excellent. Remember, all jokes are funny. It doesn't matter if it's fucking ethnic or religious. It's a joke. The point is, it's a joke.
That's right.
It's supposed to be funny. Hey, Momos. Hey, agreed. How's your week been so far? Pretty good. And weather's been nice, right, Greg? We've got beautiful.
Oh yeah, man.
Summer's
New
been
York,
a very
finally.
good summer. Yeah, it's been. I can't complain.
Joe, you know what sucks though? I think. Wait, what's today? July 23rd.
July
Joe,
23rd.
I hate to tell you, but I think that today we start losing a minute.
Oh,
Of
the
light,
the darkness.
dude. I can handle.
I hate
It's
that.
the cold sucks. I don't like snow.
Yeah.
I don't like snow.
Yeah.
But the fucking getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon.
I hope they don't switch the clocks again. I know
Trump said he didn't like it either, but he said there's a lot of pushback on that shit. You know, like I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna stick with it. You know, switching the clocks again. I think he doesn't like it. He likes the. Dude, what's the fucking big deal? I don't understand. But it makes a big difference when it's 5:30 and it's just getting dark out as opposed to 4:30.
4:30.
That's a motherfucker.
The afternoon. Yeah, it's stupid. Oh, crispy pizza. That's the one I read.
Yeah.
Ah, Joe, the sponge cake you mentioned in the last live and you confused with Torbalone. Well, it was Torta Pan di Spagna I might be. I have to look at the label and find it, but that might be it. I couldn't think of that big Italian sponge cake that comes.
Joe, I have to take a quick pee. I forgot to. I know what you're talking about. Lucia, what's that Italian sponge cake? I got to pee. I'll be right there, Joe. No.
Torta. Let me Google that. Google the clause. La forza del destino.
What's that sponge cake, Lucia?
Torta. That means cake in Italian. Pan di Spagna. That's Spanish.
Panettone, Joe.
What is it?
Panettone. Panettone.
Panettone. That's it.
You heard me.
That's it. Lucia had it. Panettone. It comes in that big, like almost like it looks like a fucking anvil almost. The shape of the thing, and it's got the it's very dry, but it's fucking delicious. Lucia nailed it. Thank you, Lucia.
I love it.
Grazie mille.
Panettone, yes.
Panettone. I couldn't think of it on Monday. I was going nuts. I thought it was Tortellone.
No, it's Panettone.
Panettone.
You know, they sell it's like that yellow fucking box.
Yeah, it's like almost aluminum foil,
like
cardboard under it.
Yeah.
It's very dry. It's delicious, but you got to have a glass of whatever, coffee, milk, soda, whatever you drink. You can't have that and not have a drink after that. It's called the Yips. I think he's talking about Anthony Volpe.
Yes,
I am.
That's what they call it, the Yips.
Yeah, remember when what's his face? Who was the second baseman? Steve Sachs.
Steve Sachs couldn't throw. Yep. Wait, who was it? Todd Hundley? Who was the one who couldn't throw to the pitcher?
Mackie Sasser.
Mackie Sasser.
He would do this.
Could not throw back to the pitcher.
To the pitcher on a fucking ball.
I think one time he actually rolled it like that because he was so scared to throw it to. Dude, that's fucking crazy. That's called the Yips. Yes. Who said that? Yes, they got that right. Yes, the Yips.
Jim K. Jim K said that.
That's
Thank you,
right.
Jim.
The Yips.
Yep.
You got the bad case of the Yips.
Yeah, and Mackie Sasser was a good hitter. He actually played the position well, like blocking a pitch in the dirt. But I think throwing the second was okay, but it was just he had trouble getting it back. And he got traded to the Mariners and was a DH, but kind of flamed out. Do you know who else who went on to become one of the best players of his time in the 80s? I'll give you a hint. Started with the Atlanta Braves. He was a catcher. They converted him to center field because he could not throw the ball back to the pitcher.
Holy shit. Wait a minute. Now,
started with the Braves, was a star on the Braves, and then later played for the Phillies, 80s and maybe early 90s.
Fuck.
Right-handed, throwing bat, obviously throwing for the catcher.
Started with the Phillies. I mean, with the fuck, I can't think of it.
Want me to tell you?
Yes.
Dale Murphy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're
Yep.
right, Dale Murphy.
He started out in the minors as a catcher, and it was just a mental thing.
Do you know who else had it? For a small period of time. Oh Christ. Jesus, I got him to sign my son's bat too. I think he's in jail now.
Jim Leyritz?
No. Yankee. Come on. Used to be with the Minnesota Twins. It was great. Then came to the.
Oh, Butch Weiniger. No.
No, not Butch Weiniger. No. Second base. Come on. What the hell's his name?
Oh, a second baseman.
Remember in the playoffs too? He dropped that ball and he's standing there at first base and he's arguing with the umpire. The guy's running around. Oh, for Christ's sake!
I'm thinking catcher. That's why.
No. Second baseman. He had the yips too. I see his. Come on, bro. I got him to sign a bat. He's actually in jail right now, I think, or went to jail. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on, Joe. He was an all-star.
Tim Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch. Yes, Chuck Knobloch. Remember that?
yes. You're right. He would throw it in the stands.
Yeah, he had
over the first baseman's head into the fucking.
Yes.
Chuck Knobloch. Where did I get Tim from?
Chuck. Remember that time though he went to first base, the ball. He dropped the ball and he's standing and he's arguing with the umpire, shit like that. And the ball's standing right there. The pitcher had to run. Fucking guys running around the base and they're like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like,
you know who also did that one time? David Cohn on the Mets. He was
really?
arguing with the play at first, and the guy kept running. There was another lead runner, and he covered the base, and the guy's on second, and then he's arguing with his back turned, and he's running. And then the coach goes, "Go!" And he fucking. So then the first baseman like push Cohn and throw it home, and he fucking, the guy made it. It's
that's
just like
fucking
mental. Yeah, he just.
I love David Cohn, by the way. I was there at his perfect game. That's where I did the whole thing on the jump. That was the most amazing. Nope, that's the greatest performance because you got to remember there was a 45-minute rain delay, and he came back, and it was 100 degrees, and then it rained. And then it was so hot in that stadium. It was 100 degrees out that day. And he came back after a rain delay and complete, not just a no-hitter, a perfect game. They
never come out. Once they get cold, they're afraid they're going to hurt themselves.
He was throwing the ball. I could see him. He was throwing the ball in the dugout and shit. He was still, but nobody. That's never happened.
Never happened.
Usually don't even come back, much less come back and continue a perfect game.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Greg, stop fucking around. Phil Wright's telling you.
Yeah, stop fucking around.
It's Paul. What's up, Big Paul? What were the circumstances behind the death of Bob Bonham? We always talked about very highly. I remember hearing that he passed, as you don't know him personally. I don't know.
The circumstance was
Bob's family's privacy.
It's out there already. He committed suicide.
And we could say, because we did the article, we did that little tribute.
Yeah, he committed suicide. What happened was he's a classic case. He was the most stable, smart. He was very smart, very. If you had problems, you go to him. But what happened was he had a personal issue with something, a girl, and he started medicating himself a little bit. You know what I mean? He went to doctor and they gave him and some of the side effects of antidepressants is depression. And he started
thinking
things
suicidal thoughts.
Right. It created suicidal thoughts. And he started believing that he had all these illnesses. And he was like, I'm not gonna go blind. He wasn't going blind. It wasn't true. He took his life. You know what I'm saying? He believed that shit. That's why you gotta watch. Listen, let me tell you something, you guys. If you're depressed over, let's say your wife leaves you, God forbid, your girl, you lose your job, you lose a lot of money. It's normal to feel depressed. Who wouldn't? It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel depressed. You have to let the emotions out. You understand? But you don't need a pill to make you chagad to that. I need something to help me.
Now I'm all better. Yeah.
Right. What happens is that pill sometimes can go the opposite way, and that's what happened. And and that was it. And he took his own life. I still think of him every day. It's he was my best friend.
No, I met him through you. You and him way before I knew Bob. You knew Bob for
I was friends with him since 1984, 85. That we met. Yeah. So
I was lucky enough to know him for a long time through you, from 2008
but
or whatever.
You knew how he was. He was a very smart, he was very he wasn't the kind of guy So first, somebody who seemed like he had his shit together, so strong, and he was a good
Yeah.
businessman and all that shit. But you know, when you fuck around, you know what I mean, with these things, it's
Yeah,
normal to feel depressed.
But you always even said when he sold the gym and moved to Florida, it could have been like, now I can just chill out and not give a fuck about anything.
But it wasn't like that, and he got depressed over that, and something happened. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to get in too deep to his personal shit, but what happened was once you start taking a you don't need a I remember when my girlfriend died, right? You know, Jalissa, when she died, her mother, sisters were like sticking fucking pills in her mother's mouth. The mother spit them, right? I was, you know, I'm talking about at the funeral.
Yeah.
The mother spit them on the floor, and the mother said to her sisters, "I don't need a medicine to make me numb where I don't feel the loss of my own child." Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to grieve. You can't stop
You
me
got to
from
get
grieving.
it. Yeah. You got to go through a period of adjustment. It's bad, and you got to deal with it.
You have to grieve. Whatever your situation is, if you're depressed, you have to ride it out. You understand? And you got to let your own brain. If you start taking things to numb you to that, what happens is you know, bad things can happen, and that's exactly what happened. For somebody who had his shit together and was so stable and so strong-witted, I couldn't believe when he was telling me this shit. You know, and it was too late. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about, because you told me some of the phone. I'm not going to talk about them on the program. It's private stuff, and I felt so bad because I knew Bob. I used to see him at all the shows. He was persona non grata with the whole league, but he didn't give a fuck. He was a fan of the sport, so he would go, and him and Michelle, he would buy tickets, and they would
he knew everybody. I mean, knew
everybody. He would go to the Olympia, the Arnold. I saw him all. I think he ran the Masters Olympia. I saw.
He used to run the women's Miss Olympia for years. I stopped on backstage at every women's Miss Olympia. He helped run the Mr. Olympia.
The extravaganza.
He was Wayne DeMilia's right hand guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then when
Bob was big in the fucking industry, but he never abandoned it because he had his gym and he loved to travel and go to these shows. He just he supported the sport, even though the sport stopped supporting him. But you know, it's shame. He was a fucking nice fucking guy, and Gregg was very close with him.
Yes, I was extremely close with him.
That was
I couldn't believe it.
Tough one. Ciao Joseph, come va studio dell'italiano? Sto usando un traduttore. Voglio mettere alla prova. You want me to continue to lick pussy, friend? Hi, Joe. Come va studio. I'm trying to. Do I know? I'm trying to think. A few of these words, Hoog, I'm going to be honest with you. It's out of my. I might think like voglio. I want or I need mettere alla prova. Something.
Fika
is pussy.
That's the only part I know.
Yeah, but how is your studying in Italian? Are you still using traditional?
Shit.
Do you want something to prove? Continue to look. Grazie siateci amigo. Sto ancora. Sto ancora. Whatever. I forget. See, I'm losing. Sto ancora imparando. Tu parla italiano. Oggi un po' bene, buono un po'. Oggi. A little more each. Di più, better each day. More each day.
You know, my girlfriend, because she speaks fluent Spanish, obviously. My girlfriend couldn't speak English for the first 6-7 years of her life. So she speaks fluent, you know, Spanish is her first language. But she can listen, if somebody speaks Portuguese or Italian, she can tell you what they're saying. It's very close.
They're similar, because I'll listen to people speaking Spanish and I just test myself. Like, I picked up that word. So I try to, I'm not being nosy. I could give two fucks what they're talking about. I'm doing it to help my
You know what you should do?
Language.
You know what you should do? You should contact Ozzy in the afterlife. No, what you should do is my father always listened to Italian music. Now I never listened to that. I listened to it all
helps
the time.
learn. Yes,
But
it does.
that's how you like, mi corazon, like all that
It's
shit.
repetitive. It's in your head. You keep
Right, but
hearing
you can
it.
pick up if you speak to people who like come to this country that can't speak English. A lot of them will watch TV. and they can hear and they can kind of see what's going on or listen to music. You'd be shocked. There's people who can't speak any English at all, but they listen to American music and they can actually sing the words. You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot. Like I try to sometimes put on, like you said, on YouTube, I put Italian music on just to have on in the background, just so I keep hearing certain words over and over. And then I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? I'll look it up and I'll see what those words mean. Now I just learned a new phrase.
But if you can learn the music, actually learn the song, keep hearing it, and you can
like I can sing the whole Italian national anthem right now, cold. I don't need to look at the lyrics.
Then you can decipher that. You can kind of get that words. You learn the way they pronounce. Because my father, my father did Jimmy Roselli's Italian. He was from, my father knew Jimmy Roselli very well. So he would do his albums. My father was a commercial artist. That's what he did for a living. So he used to do all Jimmy Roselli's album covers. And Jimmy Roselli sings in Italian. You know what I mean? He's a very Italian. All those guys, Jerry Vale, all of them.
Louis Prima,
Louis Prima, forget about it.
I love fucking Louis. His daughter is a great fucking singer like him.
Angelina.
I forget her first name, but she's not bad looking either. But Louis Prima's daughter, Angelina, the waitress.
Angelina, the waitress at the pizzeria.
Ti voglio bene, Angelina, I adore you. So yes, you're right, 100%. I like that.
If you get those songs in your head where you can actually sing the words to the songs, you will actually translate it. Your brain starts to, and you start actually picking up Italian even more. You know what I mean? And you'll say the words the way they say them. You know what I'm saying? I just
when we were in Italy, we couldn't find there was like one chat like English speaking, but when my wife would fall asleep, I would put on like even the sports wrap up, like the soccer wrap up that was in Italian. And I just did it just to keep hearing it over and over. And I'm like, okay, I just picked up. I knew what they were talking about.
Right.
Briefly, a little, but every little bit helps, like they say.
But it's good that you have the interest. See, I don't have the interest. I can't. I'm
fucking
stuck like you
obsessed.
Can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Lucia
I'm
can
obsessed
speak
with learning
everything. Lucia speaks some Arabic. She speaks some
That's amazing. I look at people that can speak multiple, even if it's multiple languages fluent. And I'm like, it's like, oh my God. I look up to them as like, wow, that's a fucking not easy to do. And I'm trying to get there.
She can speak a little bit of like 4 or 5 different languages. She can speak French. Like sometimes they'll have like, if we're watching a movie and somebody's speaking shit in French, she'll tell you what they're saying. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
And she talks to the Indian guy over here in Punjabi. You know what I mean?
Wow.
What the fuck? She has a thing for language. She likes that shit.
But that's, you know what? That's a fucking. She's got that talent, it's a natural talent, right? The retention.
You gotta have an interest for it, like just like cars, working on cars.
I could never do that.
Me neither. But you know what's funny? She can.
She's like Miss Vito. Thank you, Miss Vito.
Thank you. You are a lovely witness. Greatest movie ever. I love it.
Oh, I fucking love it. My cousin Vinny, obviously, we're talking about.
My time clock's ticking here, Vinny. My sister's daughter.
Yeah. Greg Hoffman. Hi, Greg. What's up, buddy? Hey, Joe, ask Greg if he'll bite the head off a tranny in honor of the Prince of Darkness.
Now you're fucking with me. Stop fucking around.
Guys have dicks. Girls have cunts. Jolly Arms. If I wasn't in a can at the time, Steve Weinberger would have never muscled Greg out of his show. I would have knocked his ass out. Sorry, Greg. He's always been a regret of mine.
Jolly Arms.
Linda McHands. There he is.
Linda McHands.
Babe Ruth never had to play against blacks, Jews, or Latinos. He cannot be the GOAT. We've been through this 100.
Oh, that's the stupidest shit.
1,000 times.
People say that shit. They're anti-Babe Ruth, but let me tell you something.
Babe Ruth's the GOAT.
You're gonna be out of your mind.
I don't give a fuck. He hit off of everybody in fucking exhibition games. They played the blacks, and those black all-star teams beat the piss out of the white major leaguers. But Babe Ruth's numbers were fucking excellent
yeah.
against the best black. And like I say, I admit the black players beat the American white. I keep saying that the white players more times than not. I think they had like a 650 winning percentage in those games. But Babe Ruth would fucking still hit.
Yeah, but the black players were hitters. Their pitchers weren't like Satchel Paige.
They had high scoring games,
but they weren't right. They weren't.
Page was an
Babe
anomaly.
could hit anybody.
Yeah.
He could hit anybody. And you know what's funny? Babe Ruth didn't even take the game serious. He would.
Yeah.
You know why Babe Ruth's ball? I just watched the whole fucking legitimate. 3 nights ago, I watched the Babe Ruth documentary. The reason why his ball's not even worth as much as somebody else because the guy that signed balls for everybody. He never.
Yeah.
He was such a. He played with kids all the time. He was like a giant child. You know?
Hey guys, I want to show you how to throw a curveball. You ever see that video of him talking to the kids?
Did you know
that great,
they said that he was on the verge of becoming a Hall of Fame pitcher if he didn't get changed? If he didn't, do you know what his?
Oh yeah,
he had the greatest winning record of the time as a pitcher. He spent like 6 years of his career as a pitcher, and not even playing. Only
he didn't play the other days
in the outfield.
Yeah,
do you know what he would have done if he didn't play every game? Do you know what he would have done if Boston
numbers
didn't make him a pitcher?
If he played every day had
That
4
was his
at-bats every
prime,
day.
Joe. Joe, that was his fucking prime too.
Yeah.
That's when he first came when he was a fucking monster. I mean, the Yankees took him. And did you know that in 1927 or 28, he pitched a game for the Yankees and pitched a 5-hitter. And he hadn't pitched in fucking years.
Yeah, I love looking. I go to baseballreference.com and I love looking at like stats. And I look at Babe Ruth's pitching stats, and some of them you see in like a big gap of years, and then you see like these games you're saying, the 27 and 28 after they got him in fucking in 1920. And the amazing thing about fucking Ruth was he could have been the greatest pitcher of all time.
All time. He was unbelievable, but he was a better pitcher. Dude, the other thing is, do you know that 1 year his fucking batting average was at the end of the year was 380, 387 or something like that. I did a whole thing actually for muscular development when Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I compared him, Hank Aaron, and Ruth, and it wasn't even close. Ruth killed all of them. I thought Barry Bonds would have had a higher batting average, but he didn't. Ruth did. Ruth had Ruth 1 year hitting the 380s for a full year. And what you guys don't understand is fucking Hank Aaron had over 4,000 more at bats than Ruth did. 4,000.
That's a short career. I mean,
dude, I would have thought back. I remember, I remember Hank Aaron playing and all. I thought back in the day because I was always a big baseball fan. I thought Willie Mays would have been the one because Willie Mays was a better player than Hank Aaron.
He was,
He was an unbelievable player. He just
they were both legends.
Oh yeah, Willie Mays was a better.
Willie
player.
was 5'2". I mean, Hank Aaron was more of a stick than he was a glove.
He wasn't.
He wasn't a space stealer and
Willie Mays, Hank Aaron stayed a longer career, but otherwise, Willie Mays would have
Willie Mays did everything.
The guy who had 600 and something fucking home runs.
660 he finished with. Yeah.
Jesus,
playing and then he was playing in Candlestick, which was not a home run park.
No.
It was windy, and you couldn't control the wind. It could be going the other way.
No.
Now, the Polo Grounds, he may have gotten some cheap homers on the corners, because that was where the dead center was like fucking 50 something. But the poles were tight because of the shape. But I don't think he got too many cheap homers. But then he had to go to San Fran and play in the fucking.
And you got to remember something.
One of the worst parks to
back
hit
in
it.
those days when Babe Ruth was hitting home runs, he didn't have machine-made bats, special wood that's grown just to become a baseball bat. With they didn't. The balls weren't fucking. There was no computers weighing the balls and making machine-made balls. Those things were
same ball all game. If they could fucking get it back from the crowd,
they would throw the ball back from the crowd.
To play like they do with footballs.
Right. So those balls would get dented. That motherfucker was hitting wacky packs. You know what I mean? Like those fucking things. Today, that fucking guy would have hit him out of Yankee Stadium. I don't know if it's true, but Tommy Hendricks, during this documentary, so you remember Tommy Hendricks, right? Tommy Hendricks said that he saw Babe Ruth hit a ball 600 feet. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know,
Yeah, it could be
how you measure that. I don't know. But he did
it could
say
be
that.
an urban legend kind of like
It
Josh
could be just
Gibson.
like
They
Josh
say
Gibson hitting one out of
hit the ball to the next block over the
he hit it
stadium
out
in
of
Washington, I think.
Was it Tiger Stadium or one of them places?
Yeah, one of the old. It was either the the Senators or Tigers. It was one of the parks.
One of them.
That he hit it. And I hope he did. It's a great story.
But
why
dude,
the fuck not?
if he did with today's juice balls, you're talking 700 fucking feet. I mean, that's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
those guys were hitting balls. Those bats weren't made. They didn't grow. They didn't go in the. Today, a bat grow. They grow special trees with the.
It's like a work of art,
right?
Yeah.
And the bats are machine honed and hardeners and all that shit and hollowed at the ends and curved just right. Yep. Babe Ruth's bat was like a fucking, some farmer cut that tree down and fucking made that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the balls were hand sewn.
They were like fucking sponges at the end of the game.
Right. They weren't, I mean, there was cases where fucking guys would knock the cover off the ball because they would keep using the same fucking ball.
That's the only time when they had to replace it.
Right.
And in the old days, I'm talking like before they even had gloves, they would get that ball and they would stitch it. They would put a new ball in play, and somebody in the dugout would fix the ball, stitch it, and then they would put that back in play. And
I'll tell you what,
newer ball and take it out. It's like,
and you know what else they would do? It's funny you say that because they would take. You said that when they didn't have gloves. Do you know that the players would leave their gloves on the field? You remember? Yes. There was a time where if you're playing center field, you put your glove down, so when you come back out, you know what I'm saying?
Why? It was so stupid. How did it not guys tripping on it or the ball hitting it? I mean, bad enough you had the fucking monuments playing in the center field in the old Yankee Stadium.
Isn't that crazy?
In the field. I don't know.
Jimmy Pearsall used to go out there and peek out the monuments.
I've seen replays of I guess DiMaggio or stuff, or it could have been, whatever, the opponent. And the ball rolled to the wall and he's trying to go in between.
They're going in between the monuments.
Yeah. They grab it and then throw it to the cutoff man.
Dude, it was so
weird. Crazy. Yeah, the glove thing, I never could
leave
understand.
the glove there.
It wasn't like the other guy was using it either.
No.
Like they didn't have enough gloves for everybody. Like when you're kids, like when you played baseball as a little kid, sometimes you shared gloves with the other team, right? When you playing.
But they
would leave it there just so that
it was crazy. They did. There was a lot of fucking crazy shit back then. They would what was I gonna say? That's why Ty Cobb hated Babe Ruth. They hate because Ty Cobb was a hitter, and the game was supposed to be hit for singles. You're supposed to just slap the ball. A home run was considered a mistake. You know what I mean?
Hit them where they ain't.
And here comes Babe Ruth fucking knocking balls into the stands. And they were like, what the fuck? That's not how you're supposed to play the game.
Small ball was the style, yeah.
Right.
But some of the final scores you see were 20-something to 18, even playing small ball.
Yes.
In the old days, because they just kept fucking hitting the ball where these guys couldn't make the outs. Single,
dude,
double.
Even today, if you go there and you just say, I don't understand why some players, when they're fucking. No, I mean, you talk about Anthony Volpe. Just go there and smack the ball. Just slap it. Just stop swinging from the heels. If you just smack the ball, it's going to find a hole.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Again, it's because, like you said, everybody wants to hit fucking. It's like 3-point shot in basketball. Nobody wants to hit a 2-pointer when they hit 3-pointers. Nobody wants to hit a single. They want to hit a fucking home run. It's just a joke calling her Big Mike. Wow, I'm behind again. This is I gotta instead of studying Italian, I gotta study how to go through fucking comments quicker during live shows. Chris Miller, there he is. Any thoughts on Conor McGregor's leaked dick pictures? I didn't know about it, but I'd love to see them.
No, he was caught also with girls and shit.
I don't know. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he was caught making out with
hysterical.
He was just caught making out with another girl and shit. Meanwhile, he's married with kids. He wants to run for president and shit.
But he's funny. He's
a mental
character. And there he is, Tito. Step out of the car, Greg. I got something to show you. He's in the ghost story.
He really did.
You can supplement the piano with the whistle sometimes, and you can do covers of songs. Oh, I can actually, yeah. I can't do the piano today because I got the mic plugged into that thing. But yes, the whistle will definitely be implemented into the show. It's going to be part of the show. Thank you again. And the gorilla mask, it's going to be part of the show as well. Freddie Mac. Hiya, Fred. Do you guys think if they flew out Grace Jones to kiss Ozzy, and maybe he would still be with us today? I don't kiss anyone. I'm in love with Sharon. I think so, Freddie Mac. Well, yeah, Grace Jones. We know she cured Gregg's illness. There's Nicholas K., NBA coach and liberal Steve Kerr. Are you any relation? Son has the same name as me. It's okay. Does he really have the same name? Steve Kerr is annoying as fuck. I love him as a player. I love him as a coach. I hate him as a person. I don't want ball players talking about politics. Either direction, left or right. Paul Walker. Hiya, Paul. Gregg, what made you pick your girlfriend over the Puerto Rican chick that she was competing with at the time? I don't know, but obviously
I guess
the right choice.
She's just an upgrade.
Great.
Listen, Latin is my favorite flavor.
Yeah. Lucia is fucking wonderful person.
Dark hair, skinny, dark eyes, dark hair. There you go.
Yep. Maybe Gregg should get a litter box to piss in during the show. Candace giving a little
I do. I need
advice.
that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I used to have the fucking pee bucket, but we never remember. So now it's forget about it.
Now it's I'll be right back. That's all right. It's worth the wait, brother. AJ, what's up, my boy? There's AJ. Hey, fellas, what's going on? How you doing, Age? Did you see Joe's new? AJ, I got a gift in the mail from Denmark. And one was a whistle. And here is my new friend.
That's funny.
General
you see the
Ursus.
Looking at
Remember
the eyes.
General.
Fucking...
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because it has eyes, but they're like nets, so I was able to see through them.
Yeah.
You know, like Spider-Man guys on the fucking deuce there. But this is General. Remember General Ursus in Battle of the Planet of the Apes? The only good human is a dead human. That was you remember the guy who played Inspector Luger on Barney Miller? Hey, Barney, how you doing?
Yeah.
The old guy.
Holy shit, Barney Miller.
That was the same guy who played in Battle of the Planet of the Apes. He played the bad guy gorilla, like the Nazi guy. Yeah, it was the same. Shit. I forget his Gregory something is his name.
I forgot. I know you talk. My father used to watch that shit all the time. Barney Miller.
Oh, Planet of the Apes was fucking. The whole series was great.
I love Planet of the Apes. I like the new ones too.
Yeah, they're okay. I've watched some of them. I took my son to see one of them when they first came out when he was younger, and I recently watched one of them on like HBO, and it was, it's different, but it was interesting.
Well, now they don't have ape uniforms.
Yeah, they have the CGI. They're like more like an ape. They're not like regular walking around. Dale Murray, he knew the answer to the question. Jim K seems to know his sports pretty good. I hope the gorilla mask isn't too tight, messing with the hair transplant. No, it's all good. All good, bro. Knobloch, see, they're all coming up with the answers.
Chuck Knobloch.
Oh, fucking Nick knew that one right away. Rick Ankiel was the pitcher converted. Yes,
Rick Ankiel. I remember that.
Steve Blast disease, which Steve Blast was a Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher who had to retire because he just couldn't hit the strike zone.
Ankiel was a pitcher though first, and he wasn't a bad outfielder either.
Bro, Rick Ankiel pitched against the Mets in the 99 when they won, or 2001 when they beat the Cardinals to go to the World Series against the Yankees. 2000, excuse me.
Shit.
Ankiel pitched against the Mets, and he was throwing the fucking ball 10 feet over the head, reinvented himself, juiced up to the max.
And became a good outfielder.
He was a good center fielder. He was
center field, right.
Yes. Yeah, he played on the Mets for a little while. They signed him, and he ended up getting called up, and he played for the Mets, which, hey, good for him. He was able to resurrect his career as a position player. Cohn pitched in a tunnel during
Todd,
the rain.
How you doing?
Hey, Todd. I love Todd.
What's going on, my brother?
Can I play with Madness? Iron Maiden single pitcher there. Cohen pitched in a tunnel during the rain delay to stay warm. Like Gregg, you were saying, he was throwing in the dugout.
I was there. He was throwing in the. I saw him also in the dugout.
Yeah, so that's fucking wild. Usually they just sit there with the jacket on one hand.
Yeah,
1,000 degrees, but they're wearing the jacket.
Well, he was doing it when they were pulling it. I think when they were pulling off when the rain delay stopped and they were pulling off the
top.
I saw him. He was in the dugout and he was just throwing a little bit in the dugout.
Yeah, that's great though, man. So cool that you were fucking at that game too. That's something, you know.
It was great game. Me and my son.
I remember watching on TV. It was exciting. I can imagine being
great.
Fucking in the house that Ruth built. Modern medicine, isn't it wonderful? You're depressed. You want to fix the problem of depression pills. Oh, we're talking exactly. Yep.
Yep. Bad.
Movement of course, obviously. I can't even come up with an analogy for that. Yeah, no, it's Bob's a perfect example of how something with doctor. I'm going to give the doctor the benefit of the doubt. The intentions were in the right place.
It was terrible though.
Prescribed them something, but he should have been a little more assertive in finding out how it was happening. And Bob didn't take that one day and just happened.
No, it built up, and he went to see a doctor, and that's what happened. It just started, but then he started seeing, like, thinking things like, I think I'm getting dementia. I think
dementia. I remember you were telling me that.
He said it was going. He had Alzheimer's. He said, I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. I said, dude, you're not getting. What are you talking about?
No.
And he didn't have any of that stuff. It was he was starting to get.
Remember the eyes thing you were telling me? It was very sad. So if you're gonna take medicine like that and you feel any fucking weirdo side effects, go to the doctor. Don't just be taking it.
He saw his father had Alzheimer's, and it was bad. You know what I mean? Where he didn't even recognize anybody. Right? And he always used to say to me, "Man, if I ever get like that, I'll just take myself out. I don't want to ever." And I guess that paranoia. When you have something in your head like that, you're like maybe paranoid. But so when you have dreams, sometimes your dream you're in jail or it's something. Like you keep dreaming because it's something that's in your head. Well, I think it made him feel like, oh shit, I think I gotta, oh no, now I gotta have to kill myself. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. We got Bush. What's up? We always got Bush. I have a friend who's 26 now. Docs pushed depression pills on her when she was 14. She has a bunch of permanent side effects. Yeah, I mean, that's story. It's bad. Cherub, I learned Italian watching TV. There you go. Just exactly what Greg was just saying. Yep. Hoog, here's what it meant. You got it pretty good. Hello, Joseph. How is your Italian studying going? I'm using a translator. I want to test you. I'll keep eating figa. So I was in the ballpark. Volare, contrare.
Oh God.
Egregious. We don't speak Italian rather than English here. This is America. You got to speak American. That's great. I love it. Speak American here.
John Gotti couldn't speak Italian either.
No, most of the fucking guys, the wise guys can't. Listen to Marco Massini, Cross Ramosati, 883. They have so many good songs.
Do you know
I
why?
Never heard those ones.
Do you know why? Because when the Italians came in, unlike the Spanish and everything else, when they came in, they were like, "Look, we're in America now.
We have to learn
English."
Yeah, they didn't speak it in the house.
Right. Sometimes they wouldn't even speak. They speak a bad Italian. But what I'm saying is, because my grandmother had the thickest Italian accent. We always thought, she talks funny. She talks funny.
But come here.
Like at this. She talks slow, too.
Yeah.
Like that.
But my grandparents, my mother didn't know how to speak Italian, but she could understand it a little bit because her parents didn't talk it they talked to each other in it, but didn't talk to their children, my uncle or my mom, in Italian. Because they wanted to be, we're here now. We want to be American.
That's the why. Yeah. But that's why a lot of Italians they
didn't allow it. A lot of households. My household, because they used to talk in front of me all the time to each other.
You know what the funny part of that is too, because I'm friends with Marco and everything, and the thing is too, like when my father always listened to Italian music. And a lot of Italians around here. My father was the head of the Christopher Columbus Society and all that shit over here. Yeah. And they all listened to Italian music. But the Italian music they listened to is the Italian music that was from like the 1920s, like all that Mi Corazon.
Old
now,
school.
All that shit is old school Italian. So, but to Italians today, like if you went to Italy, they'd be like, that's like, my Marco would always tell me, what the hell? We don't listen to that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's all.
Disco,
where they listen to regular Italian, right? Like
regular modern music
with Italian
in Italian. Yeah,
he said to me, that's like if you said, "Listen, I speak like if you went overseas to somebody said, "Look, I sing American music." Oh, Susanna. He was like, "That's what that shit's like." That shit's 100 fucking years old. We listened, like my great grandparents listened to that shit. That's you know.
Yeah.
What I mean? So I was like, like I come.
I guess it makes sense, right?
So I was like, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
But
those old songs of Italian songs are beautiful, though.
Oh, they are. But if you
they
go to Little
fucking
Italy
kill it,
and you
man.
listen, they played it Jimmy Roselli, Jerry Vale, all that shit.
Yeah.
They played that shit in there. Dean Martin.
I
You know what I'm
love
saying?
it. Yeah.
I do too.
Nel Blue, De Pinto di Blue.
And
Then he said, "Pisano lassù."
they go to Italian weddings, they play that shit. But the thing is, in Italy, they don't listen to that. They're
No,
like, what
they
the
listen to the modern stuff. Yeah,
Right.
the old people listen to the
That's
old
like
music.
listen to old
yeah.
McDonald's, add up.
Yeah, like
you know,
over here, you got some old guys listening to doo-wop, thinking of his when he was a young guy. But
it's
like,
but
see, I like that
traditional.
music better than modern music.
That's because our Italian families came in a long time ago. You know, the 20s, the 30s, the
They
40s.
played that shit on the radio. Yeah.
Right. So now we got that. You know,
we were brought up with it always as
Right.
as a presence in the household.
right.
Parents that are immigrants don't teach their young children a native tongue are doing them a huge disservice. Jim K, fucking line of the day. I agree
agree with you.
1,001%. I think be proud of where you came from, where your family came from. But if
I
you're
agree.
going to move to a country, learn the language that's the most common language spoken in that country, so you can. Like I said, I want to move to Italy. That's why I'm learning the language. If I don't go to Italy, so what? I just learn the language for myself then.
Yeah,
But I want to go there and be able to fucking. I don't want to have no idea what the fuck's going on around me. How do I buy a fucking pound of fucking, chopped meat at the fucking butcher or something? I want to know what the fuck's going on. So
No, but there's nothing wrong with it. Your heritage. You should. I mean,
you should be proud of it. But if you're gonna live in a country, you have to learn that panettone. See, I'm way behind in the comments. Everybody knew that fucking answer, but me. I eat it. I'll teach you some phonetic Danish, guys. Say it like this. Jeg skal skith sut min pick. Obviously using your normal American accent. Jeg skal skith sut min pick.
all I know is a rabbit called Svoot. You remember that? You see that commercial? It's called Svoot. That
A rabbit?
Yeah, the guy is it not Geico, the Progressive, where they're all sitting there and
yeah.
where the guy's he's got a lucky rabbit's foot and Hans.
Yes, yeah.
Rabbit
Okay.
called Svoot, and they go what? And he goes rabbit called Svoot. That's his name, Svoot. You know what I mean? You don't remember that commercial?
I do. Yeah.
They show it, the Progressive commercial.
Yeah, they're pretty funny, them. It means
Yeah.
I need to take a dump, suck my dick. Wow. So if I say suit mean pick to a Danish, like if we had what was the female bodybuilder we had on the
Anja
Instagram?
Langer? No.
No, that was you know who I'm talking about. Oh fuck. She's Danish. She's jacked. She's got like the short blonde hair now. She was really fucking cool. She was funny as hell on the show.
We had her on?
No, I had her on one of my Instagram lives a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
If I said that to her, she would fucking squash me. She's a strong,
Squash you like a bug.
Yeah. She's a strong fucking young lady. Very. I like her when she has her longer hair. She looked to me. I preferred that. Why are you wearing sunglasses in the house? Greg has told us.
A million gazillion times. If you look at my
see
eyes,
his eyes.
see my eyes? Do you see the one
Two
eye?
different color eyes.
Because this is a giant pupil, so that light blinds. If I go outside, you see, look, see, I have light eyes. My bad eye is this one. See, it looks
He
like
had
a
an
giant
eye
pupil.
injury.
My normal eye is that eye. You see the difference? And I have an eye injury, and because of the light, I can't see. Now, if I sit out here, if I go outside, even to the mailbox, I come in, there's a big spot in front of my eye. So when it's light, that's why.
He wears, and I think he looks cool with them on.
I look cool.
You fucking pull it
That's
off.
not where
It looks
we're-
great. Yeah.
But you know, Joe, I might have to.
No, but you used to always say it.
I-
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well,
you gotta go.
I have I have an electrician coming over shortly because.
Oh,
it's
all right.
5
So
o'clock.
let's.
It's 5:10, and he's supposed to be here by 5:30. So.
All right. So let's wrap up. There were a lot fewer teams and hence pitching the Roots pitched, Roots pitched it down. Yes, that means Jim, you are fucking nailing it today. I had said that a while ago. I don't know if it was Greg to you or the guy Anthony. I do the AM/FM show, or my son. I was saying they had 4-man rotations, and some of them didn't even have 4 men. These were all like top. There was no like fucking fringe pitchers. They were all good pitchers. And there were 8 teams in the fucking league at the time, AL and NL respectively. Only 8 teams. So everybody that was taking a start was fucking really good. There weren't no fucking, oh, we got an opener today. There was no fucking relief pitch.
I hate to tell you, but the guys back then were more junk ball pitchers. The guys, do you think?
Yeah.
You ever watch these guys? Those guys could throw fucking curveballs and went like,
Well, the spitball was legal for years.
Yeah,
and
you don't understand. You know how hard that is to hit or get up. Speed is nothing. Today, you could launch a fucking ball over 100. Everybody throws 100.
Who was
today.
the guy that was it? Hoyt Wilhelm that was grandfathered into the spitball rule.
It might have been.
It was a pitcher who was allowed to throw a spitball after the rule prevented it.
I'm not sure of that one. Hoyt Wilhelm threw junk.
Yeah, he was like the first real like relief pitcher in baseball because he was a knuckleball.
Those knuckleballs were.
He was a knuckleball.
If you've ever tried, knuckleballs could go 50, 60 miles an hour at the most. And
yeah.
those things, you can't hit them.
It looks like that thing the dogs chase, that ball that rolls itself.
I had a friend of mine who used to throw a knuckleball, and I remember he would throw it. He'd have a fucking cigarette in his mouth. And I'd stand there, try to catch it. It'd be headed right here. Next thing you know, it hit me in the balls.
Yeah.
It goes like this.
The shelf. Yep.
It's impossible. R.A. Dickey threw the fastest knuckleball, went like 90 miles an hour. But it's like, that's ridiculous.
Oh, the Huff brothers, the Negro brothers.
Negro brothers. Charlie Huff.
50, 60 miles an hour.
But you couldn't hit it.
Fucking couldn't go near it. Yeah.
And Babe Ruth, those guys used to throw trick balls. They'd have all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Satchel Paige he had names, girls' names for old Maybelline. Dude,
that guy was like fucking 50, 60 years old, still throwing baseballs.
59 on the Kansas City A's. He's the oldest guy, I think, that ever. I don't know if Manny Mota broke it, but I think Satchel still holds the record. Mota might have been in decades he played. But Satchel was signed by the Kansas City A's as a gimmick because they had fucking nobody came to the games.
No, but he was
like, I'm fucking pitching. I don't give it. This ain't no gimmick to me. And he was getting outs. He was fucking
because those guys today everything's about the heater. And everybody can hit fastballs.
He would fucking tell a guy, like you said, he had his fielders sit down. He would tell a guy, I'm throwing this fucking ball.
And it would come in and go like that.
They couldn't hit it still. Yeah, Joe DiMaggio was notorious for paying for goods and services in cock. Pete Rose described DiMaggio as a cock with a human on it.
I have no idea.
But that Johnny Pillman, excellent. You and Jim K today, and because of the gorilla mask and the whistle. It's been a very, very. The fans have been fucking wonderful today. The audience.
I love you all. I love you. We love you.
Love you. I love you.
We love you. Thank you.
Greg, thanks for sticking up for me last Thursday when I said I look like a school teacher.
I don't know.
See, she's being nice now, the kid Megs. What were your thoughts on the prime when Martinez pushed Zimmer? I mean, it was kind of silly. The whole thing was retarded.
Yeah, that was stupid. It
was stupid. He didn't really hurt him. He just he shouldn't have done it, but he didn't really.
Zimmer was such a baseball icon. You understand?
Yeah.
And he was once a Red Sox manager, but he was
he was 78 when the Yankees beat them in 163.
He was such an icon that he couldn't believe that you would put your hands on him. But he actually ran after Pedro, and I think Pedro just pushed him to get him like out of the way. And Zimmer was going to get in his face, but
and it looked worse because Zimmer couldn't get up. I mean, he's old, and fat, and we're gonna just go through these quick. These are just kind of silly. How does someone pay for something in cock? I guess he would fucking go to the owner of a restaurant, a lady, and say, I'll give me a fucking steak and eggs and I'll fuck you. And she would go for it. I don't know. I guess. I don't
never
know.
heard of that. I don't think so.
I've never gotten away
I never
with
heard of it.
saying
Joe DiMaggio was not a nice guy with people.
Oh, he's the
But
scumbag.
I don't think that he was like that. I don't think he was like
Scumbag.
that.
He beat the piss out of his fucking, especially Marilyn. his
Yeah, I don't
fucking
think
wife.
he was like that at all. I
Yeah,
don't think-
egg farts. Greg, have you ever seen a girl, man, you want to suck a fart out of her ass and hold it until you passed out? Yeah, a lot of them. I'll answer for myself too.
Just what's her name? I like Amber Heard when she was young.
Amber Heard. Excellent.
I wish she would have
choice.
shit on my pillow.
Future's so bright. He's got to wear shades. Nick coming up with a song from the old days.
There you
Yo,
go, Nick.
fellas, do y'all like Mexican food? I like Tex-Mex.
No.
Which is kind of like, like I guess that's like the Wonder Bread WAP, kind of like, I guess
Yeah, I know
Tex-Mex
what
is like
like
the Olive
Southern,
Garden
yeah.
of Mexican foods, but I do enjoy like the Tex-Mex though.
Yeah, I don't
But
need any of that stuff. I don't like.
we're
I'm
gonna have to
very
go soon, so I just want to squeeze
Yeah.
this one last commercial break in, Greg,
Okay.
before we go. And again, Sharon, if you need help with the remains of Mr.
Of Ozzy.
John Osbourne, his real name is John. We have somebody that could help you out.
Hi, my name is Vince, and I'm the owner here at Chapel of Peace Cremation and Memorial Services, located in sunny San Diego. But don't let our location stop you from giving us a call. We ship nationally and internationally. We're here to help you with all of your family's needs. Whether we're talking about a traditional burial, a cremation, or an aquamation, we have you covered. God forbid something happens on the West Coast and you live in the East Coast, we can help you. If you need to go to another country of origin, I can do that. Call us anytime, 24 hours at 619-749-8560. I'm the owner and I'll answer. Paisan, I got you covered. I'm just kidding. That's for Joe and Greg. But for real, call us anytime. I'll answer the phone and I'll help you.
Now, if Ozzy's last concert was at Petco Park, where
He's
the
laid out.
Padres play, I think that's still the name of it. Johnny and Vince could have, sent his remains back to Birmingham, England. There, I still have to find out what a fucking aquamation is. Is that where they throw your body in the pool with fucking piranha or something? I don't know. I gotta find out. But Greg, all of our sponsors, Swole Life, Vince is old man tune-up.
We've got Swole, we've got Vince, we're practically giving
it away. We got cremation, we got aquamation, we got Swole Life, we got Vince's fucking Vince's old man's tune-up, Vince's muscle shop, and of course we have General Ursus here, the newest member of the MSM family. Greg, it's been fucking fun. We can't go under 2 hours. We just keep going and yapping. I'm sorry if any of the comments I didn't get. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Greg and Joe Show. We will be back next week with another episode. Guys, we love you. Be good, boys. See you later.
Thank you, guys. Love you guys.
Later.